dancing right in front of Punk. Is this a show? Is this Circus Soleil? What's going on here?
Second time we've seen that medium punch just snipe the dive kick out of the air. That dive kick has such terrible hurt boxes at its feet, and so that's going to allow Moke to take his first game, get his first game on the board here. It is now 1-2.
Okay, this is where it starts, Moke.
One round at a time, as I always say when you're trying to make these comebacks. One round at a time, and Punk was too far for the light kick to hit, and Moke recognized that and was able to get his own crouching medium kick.
Oh, nah. First one blocked here. Well, I mean, I think that was the first one represented, to be very honest with you. The fact that Punk was ready on the first go, he smelled the desperation.
That's definitely gonna be... Oh, man. So, he got that punish counter, burned him out, went for the drive impact, even if Moke could level one. There's no reason for Moke.
Pretty surprised. Like, I thought Moke would be more of a... Actually, never know in this game. I thought he'd be more of a child. Like, it'd be hard for Punk to beat, but Punk is serious right now.
Level one. Now what's the answer here? Another throw. Defensive dive kick from Punk? Not yet.
Oh, now the crouch medium kick here.
Suspend level 1, bro. Yeah. Punk has the meter lead. But just one bar. Can build bars fast in this game. That's a brave tech.
Condition him now. Crouch fist. I feel like no roundhouse. Yes. Invite those buttons.
Here's that whip punish and the frame kills. Oh, the drop jump. And again, Cammy can get away with that so much because people are scared of dive kicks.
Oh, they made that heavy kick. Minus 3.
I'm still surprised they let her get away with that. How much meters are you going to spend here? Oh no,
good that I didn't spend it because he's not going to. You don't have that.
I swear he caught a brain fight. He's like, you know what? This level 3 ain't gonna kill. Let me chill, right? But he should have committed to it anyway.
But here he goes. This is a dangerous situation. Oh, no.
Beautiful. Got the fake confirm. He dropped the combo. Oh. Sit down, Punk. Sit down. He's holding himself. He knows. He's not standing up. He learned his lesson. I wonder what he said to Moke. Was he thanking him for losing or what? I don't understand.
Tall order. Oh man, well, you gotta be a Moke fan now, Punk, because he's gonna have to do it for you for your life to still be alive here in EWC in the group phases. Oh man. Whew. Round robin phase, that is. But man, great match. Like again, I said at the beginning of the broadcast, this is a match straight down the middle. I feel like due to the fact that Chun-Li can stay in pace and stay out of those ranges that Cammy loves to be.
Lighting
Dive
kind of
kicks,
sucks.
the perfectly spaced dive kicks to the low forwards, to standing roundhouse, the whole nine. She could definitely negate some of those options. But Punk just did a great job just staying in Moke's face to not even give him any space to play the poke game.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, these two characters, very similar in the neutral, you know, with these crouch medium kicks and Chun-Li's towards medium punches like Cammy stand medium kick, and both of them have almost exact ranges on their stand light punches, and both of them almost always can combo it into their medium buttons on counter hit.
Fast forward.
So it really is about the neutral for these two characters, and who's
and who do I choose here? I'm gonna have to say nobody, because I love both of them guys. And I don't want to hear nothing, you know what I mean, a random conversation. Hey, you don't like me, guys? No. I do love you.
It's always the tough thing. But, you know, I'm not trying to avoid those conversations when I say that every time I watch a player go out, it breaks my heart, honestly, because I know how much work these guys are putting into it. I know what it takes to get really good at fighting games, even if I've never achieved that level. But the passion has always been there, and I know how painful it is to lose. I have enough rage clips online that people know.
Oh, James, it's all right, man. It's all right, man. But you know what? Join the club. It's okay. We pass sodium around from time to time. But here we go. Looking for that counter hit low off of the crouching show. Well, not even counter hit, just off of the drivers. Get more hits done. But no dice. Good parry there from Noah. And the wake up.
Going for that wake up level 1 right away, and then has the follow-up. You see Luke shake his arm like he's like, oh, that actually hurt me just as much as it hurt you.
Yeah, those arms are just...
Breaks my heart, honestly.
Big breakfast.
I know how much work these guys are putting into it. I know what it takes to get really good at fighting games, even if I've never achieved that level. But the passion has always been there, and I know how painful it is to lose. I have enough rage clips online that people know.
Oh, James, it's all right, man. It's all right, man. But you know what? Join the club. It's okay to pass sodium around.
And
Here we go. Looking for that counter hit.
the browser, I know you
Well, not even counter hit. Just open the driver
fine,
and get
no?
more hits done. But no dice. Good parry there from Noah. And the wake up.
Okay. He's going for that wake up level 1 right away, and then has the follow-up. You see Luke shake his arm like he's like, oh, that actually hurt me just as much as it hurt you.
Yeah, those arms are just too massive. So I understand that he got to shake his arms off a little bit. It happens. Oh, stand fierce to the drive rush. Great starter there with the fierce. I like how he backs off. He's like, you know what? I want to be a little healthy before I take some risks rushing down. So I want my drive gaze to be a little healthy. Looking for that perfect parry.
Body.
Snipes out the
Walk
wall
up.
forward.
Every bottom. Every bottom.
You know that was gonna try to find some ground over there. Had that crouching
Knowing what to do after people's safe heavy attacks, knowing how to make those options is very important. Street Fighter in general. Somebody will do a heavy kick that hits you at tip range. For you to hit them back, you have to do your own slow move. Maybe walk up and press. So that means if they decide to press immediately, they'll catch you, even though you are plus technically.
Somebody help Rashid. To Memphis we go. I heard they do great catfish out there.
I wonder if they also have a lot of good spinach out there.
And his hammer punch. I feel like Ken basically has this thing. Oh, nice with punish on the light. Like that. Some people like working. Well, I guess it looks standing light, so it's easier to punish than normal light. Spinning mixer. Oh, did the Arabian, I can't remember the name. Cyclone?
All right, no, it's on you. How you
That's
gonna make this
Arabian
happen?
Cyclone.
Don't let him get that second bar.
But you see how Bigfoot just
Nice.
all the
Oh,
way back. He had
I
very
chased him
little
with that.
drive game.
Fast forward.
That's how you do it, man. Get
Step back in time.
Get with the program.
Nice punish.
Capcom Cup
Go
11
ahead.
was the first time we started seeing
Yeah, you know, Drash's drive rush after jab is so annoying. It's actually kind of really trades. If you press on time, it trades. Which is so annoying.
characters and players.
At least thank God we can. Ken's light out to his 4 frame. So if I just see that drive rush, I just input that one. It will trade though, but we'll be on the floor and I'll still be standing. Very bits. Fast forward.
None other than Daigo the Beast.
He don't got time to draw. He just got
Pressing,
time to
not
be a
taking.
beast, James. Come on, cut him some slack.
Drive rush, but now with the 2 frame delay throw to catch the shimmy. Drop combo. No, a dropping combo. That's
Okay, James.
surprising.
Oh, he said, wow. No one home, buddy. That's
The
why.
lights get into him or it's just tired.
You gotta love it. Let me see what we're gonna get here.
Safe jump. Yep. Boom. That thing is actually manual, so don't always fear it. If you have 5 frame DP, just unleash it on. Oh, he actually got the hit. Ah, he wasn't ready for the grab. It's hard because Rashid can do overhead there. Overhead will make him fly and hit your head, and then the tornado will combo. Or you can just dash up and do something. You can do the spinning mixer. So it's hard to look out for stuff when you don't have drive meter. So let's say he pressed through, but a big bird did the overhead instead. You get hit. So you have to be able to differentiate between it. So you couldn't really grab the driving impact on time.
Oh, there we go. Yep, that's just for the frame kill right there. Had the meaty crouch medium punch. Oh,
It's perfect parry and the knuckle
and now you're in
overhead.
Oh, the DP once
Keep him
again.
there. That is heavy mixer in SF5. I hear it was very cost in the early seasons. Apparently, if you jump out of the corner, this guy will do heavy spinning mixer. Nothing will rotate you and throw you back into the corner again. It's the craziest thing I've heard. Imagine Shoryu can throw somebody back inside the corner after doing a cross cut.
Did that last time for the closeout too, so he's definitely aware of no other prodigy's neutral jump tendencies. For sure.
charge up right there, the wind enhancement, and now offensive drive reversal to get the SR going. What a
Nice.
jump
You tried that last time.
said no one's
It
like
didn't
that
work,
guy
but this time
he out of there.
I like that from
Big
Noah.
Bird went for the
Jump
option
in
he
and
was
he tried
looking
to
for.
back throw in the midst of the hit. That way
Nice
he just
interrupt.
makes that neutral. He's alright though. He ain't much in the shenanigans.
So that one was even a frame trap there.
Too far away, but still has his anti-air ready to go.
Oh my god.
Hated it.
Baited that, he did.
This is bad. Even if he XDPs, he only has one bar.
No more super meter
Jesus.
for Noah
Sorry,
Prodigy.
Noah.
He's
Tried,
gonna
sir.
get hit here. This should be a
Tried,
kill
man.
because Rashid can combo forever.
It is what it is.
Rashid kicker.
Big Bear doesn't look happy, of course, because that's his boy.
Bro, he slowed you down, Noah.
That's the sad thing.
If anything,
But the nice thing is they get paid. You know, if it was something else like Evo or whatever,
couldn't get anything off, man. Full
don't get
control,
paid.
Big Bird, as usual.
Although it's also hot
I feel like
using
Big Bird right now is telling
Evo.
himself, man, I wish I was playing this
So at least they get paid
throughout
something.
the early phases here in the round robin.
Like
But it
just
is
came
what it
out,
is. Keep your head
tested their
held
time.
up high and move on to the next.
Right
Which,
now,
even if they didn't get paid, it's not a waste of time because you know they got
Noah mentality
experience
to
and
run
all
over.
that.
We did see in the matchup
Which is
though,
also
it
very
was
important. But
3-2 in
come
their
on,
history as they
cheese
played
will always
against each
make
other in Noah's favor,
everything
but
feel better.
something about this match,
Well,
I felt
not
like Noah
always,
just
but you
didn't
get what I mean.
have that killer Noah.
Catching up.
Really glad you are joining us on many of the streams out there.
K
at
versus
86,
Matsu.
your fans, your audience.
This scary Kimberly that actually beats Punk. Punk that has two Kimberlys in his SFL team, Shine and Psycho. And he also plays Kimberly. So Matsu must be the stubborn guy. Omoke seems like the very chill player. Oh, and he just got hit. I jinxed him. But Moke is like the chill type of player, so I don't see him losing to this guy based off of that alone. But you never know. There are too many variables in this game to just make an easy prediction like that. Let's see what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? You gotta test the waters. You gotta see. But again, naturally, Matsu's walking back, so I feel like he's gonna block high regardless.
Hitting him small by small.
You think you
By
can
1,000
move, but
cuts.
you cannot. Nice technical. Okay.
Yeah,
Love it.
Got the
fake
combo.
stances right there. Just went for the throw. And now Matsu with
That was a
little
sharp
bit of
angle.
aggression, Moke, after the Hisen kick going with the standing light
Sharp
punch, and
angle.
gets the
Even if he
counter,
did keep
reloads can.
Tensho kicks there to anti whiff.
Trying to get the perfect parry. It was a good gamble. Why not? But that could have been a
So
throw.
I guess
It could've been
'cause
the
DPs
end
are
of the
slow in
round
this
right there
game.
for Matsu, but
But it was the imperfect parry, so
Dead.
he had guessed the wrong
Wow.
direction.
Like, oh, he did level 2. Level 1 would have worked, but with the money that's on the line. Will you save me, sir?
let's go, Matsu. Okay. I
You're
wasn't
not going
familiar
to be
with your
getting
game.
any Kimberly downplay from me these days. Let's put it that way.
That's right, James. I like that. You gotta learn. It's all about living and learning. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay. Try to challenge with the low forward. Trying to get a counter hit. Oh, what? Full commitment. You might as well just went for the command throw.
Oh, minus. I think that seems like -8. But I'm never ready to punish it, so I always punish it with a light instead.
Maybe he would
And Mookie just did the same thing there. Punish with the light. Oh, throw the mix up behind him. What? This thing was a block string. The block string with drive impact.
You gonna stand immediate kick again? Where's the buffer? Yeah, I like that. With a purpose. Don't whiff. That's what Moke's looking for.
Trying to burn him out. Wow, gets him to land on the fire. That was a Mike Watson anti-air fireball right there. But Matsu burns himself out. And yeah,
Level 2? Level 1? I don't know. It's better that he did 2. Like I said, you don't want to save meter for this type of call it tournament. Unless you're like 100% sure. Don't be guessing. Nice. This round is over for this guy. He still has level 2. Yeah, he's dead. You can even use level 1 self. Bruh. Okay, Optimal. The only guy still playing this character. Well, him and Gohan, but Leshara still thinks she's good, but she says she's too boring for him to play.
Let's go. We got cans. Let them rip.
Back draw. Oh, he's getting caught by a lot of random things. Well, I call it random, but I'm sure Matsu has. What? This guy is a robber. Robber. He was scared to continue his offense on the Oki because of this guy's level 1. The thing is, you can beat her level 1 with a meaty jab, but the problem is they can perfect parry. And he would have died by perfect parry and he would have died by meaty jab. That type of situation, maybe just go for the meaty jab and just be like, if he perfect parries, he has to spend super to kill me, so I've at least baited one back. You know? Or you can just block, depending on the situation and the opponents.
That was a lot of damage right there, and now gotta find a way out of the corner. Does it with the standing heavy punch and goes into the reset.
You know, last time he did the stomp follow up, and he saw that Moki was blocking, so he now remembered like, okay, since you're not jumping after that run pressure, then I'll just come and grab you, and it works. Very remembered. Big draw. Oh, that looks plus. That fireball plus. Nice anti-air. Oh, this guy pressed on wake up. It's actually pretty. I don't know that it can be pretty brave to press with a character like Kimberly on wake up because he didn't have level 3. And she doesn't have an EX reversal. Oh no, he beat it. He survives at least, but with 1.5 bar. Actually, they beat over half. 1 and maybe 70. Let's say 2 bars, 100%. If he left it. Oh, less than 1.5 actually. This is not good. Eh? This is not happening. That was plus. Pong, go on, give him pointers, Coach him.
Oh, look at the relief.
He did that one read on the level 3. It's crazy, right? Because so after delayed, we could snipe that out and punish it properly. So
2 times Moki bumped himself out. The first time he thought he was going to hit Matsu from like during his reloading can animation, but it was already recovered. Moki just went for a throw and got checked. It's still 1-1. Mookie normally loses at first and then all of a sudden he does one kind of slow, annoying comeback. But effective. I have to remember to say that because just because they're annoying doesn't mean it's not good. Wait to see Angry Bird play. Sad that Rikishi didn't qualify. Or Rikin too, man. Like he was not happy at all. Can't blame him. In the LCP was not the last. That's not what he came for. He came to win the world team. It's a shame. It doesn't work out sometimes.
that was 4.
Okay, you got a chance to bring Matsu. Come on, don't take the risk. Ooh, looking for the shimmy. Wow, he was already holding North Moke.
Oh, again, Moke trying to go for the overhead, getting tossed, but then actually jumps himself into the corner, tries to go for the elbow. What a sweep!
Wow, give me the punish? That you covered that? Well, I guess he was late on the low forward. Yeah. All right.
Oh, that was punish was on reaction.
Is he gonna go for the level 3?
Dead.
Is this
That was on reaction right there. He wasn't like he walked back and pressed it preemptively. So because he hit at the last second. Oh, okay, he's actually losing to Matsu.
that? Oh my god! Oh my god!
Just catch the driver to standing jab.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Nice.
That's why we always say FGC, we know drama, right? I mean,
Oh,
teleport predicted the fireball straight out.
Let's go. Okay, hold on. We still got another chance in life. Oh man. Not to laugh at your despair. Just the camera switch is crazy. All right. Oh.
when they were revealing
Be
the
a regular jump, right?
the theme songs for all the characters before the game came out, ours was actually one of the very good ones. I remember liking her own, Jury's own, Ken's own, of course. Jamie's own was fun too. Ryu, Gal, and the other guys that we weren't used to, their team being that, just like, because we like the originals. It's hard for you to now accept something new. But not everybody has calmed down. I'm sure people are liking them more. Okay, that was a very, very brave reversal. Boom, 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 boom.
Trying to really hurt that drive gauge. Got the safe jump on the head stop. And
Oh no, he's in the corner. This is not good. It's just not good. This is absolutely, oh my goodness. He knew. This guy. Scary man. Sorry, Punk. Does that mean Punk can't qualify?
And how does it feel to eliminate 2 players at the same time?
Oh, 2.
That is what Matsu is doing.
Okay, the same thing that Kawano did.
That means that for Moke
GG's.
and for Punk, their journeys end here. Matsu with the Kimberly is going to be advancing forward into the top 16.
Well, I know there's a lot of people at home saying to themselves, we did not see this coming. But it is what it is. That's what it's all about when it comes to the Esports World Cup, man. Especially in stuff like this when it's just so dense in a competition. Like, obviously, local tournaments is the lifeblood when it comes to tournaments. But in the case of just bringing everybody under one roof, you just can't really see who's going to win. Maybe there's some picks there. You'd be like, they might have some trouble. But I'm going to be honest with you. Seeing the name Matsu in that whole top 48, I did not, well, 47, excuse me. I did not see this coming, but a character like Kimberly with this much offensive power, again, it's all about human error. Can you avoid the mix-up scenario? Can you check every run stop? And the thing is, the way that Matsu's playing, it's always layered offense. So like you said, like I said in the ender, the can to force the jump into the Bushin Tatsu finished the job, and I'm pretty sure he got a lot of tricks under his sleeve with Kimberly.
Yeah, I mean, it was such a good idea right there because as soon as he threw that can out, if Moke stayed on the ground, the explosion would have forced the burnout. It was burnout right there, and so he's just, he tried to jump out, and like you said, he had that sniped out from the beginning, but in case these matches have got all of you guys out there watching right now a little burned out, take this opportunity, refresh yourself, and we are going to go on a quick break and come back with some more amazing Street Fighter 6 action here at the Esports World Cup 2025.
flying the flag for those LCQ qualifiers. Let's talk about Group A. And all eyes were on Noah the Prodigy and Kawano's opening match. Kawano's so impressive though, wasn't he?
We put him on a big stage where he knows who he has to fight immediately off the bat, and he's got more time to grind things out. And first to three, it feels like Kawano's just going to take it. He was so ready against everything that Noah wanted to do, and it felt like Noah had chances, opportunities. He'd do like drive rush jab into nothing. Like he'd back off, and Kawano would read that back walk with crouch unit kick and get his own kicks off, and that was a clean 3-0. Then after that, Kawano also took down Big Bird pretty convincingly, just like close range fireballs, not eliciting him to do any drive rush up with any buttons or any buttons at all. And then when level 2 came out, it really didn't matter. We saw a couple of times, but it really didn't change the pace or the course of the match at all.
And there you can see the highlights from the matches as well. Of course, we're running Group A and Group B simultaneously, but this was the decider, wasn't it? And that delayed throw getting punished, countered by the neutral jump from Kawano, and he books his place into the playoffs with that victory with a 2-0 record. 6-1 on games with a +5 differential. Shows how dominant he was. Big Bird unable to turn his fortunes round from day one, wasn't he, guys?
Yeah, it felt like Big Bird, like from day one, we talked about how he gets a little like shaky in his matches. Day 2, he looked real good. Obviously got his redemption against Dual Kevin. But day 3, it felt like he still played good, because even with Big Bird versus Noah, it felt like, okay, Big Bird's still playing as good as he's supposed to play, but Kawano is just a different beast. The wall is what I call him. Anytime there's a situation where he wants to keep you out, he's really good at that. The amount of DPs he was able to land against both the players were intense, because they are assuming that maybe he'll throw a close fireball here, but he never did.
And then, of course, Group B, all eyes were on Punk's performance. He wasn't able to get the job done. And it was a shocking 3-1 victory for Matsu in the first game, wasn't it, Justin?
Yeah, I feel like with Matsu, everything he did, he studied Punk a lot.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of situations where Punk is a very reactionary player, and Matsu kind of tested that, right?
Well, I mean, like, Kimberly's all about initiating offense, and she can do it from anywhere. But what really particularly impressed a lot of us in the couch when we watched it in the back was his perfect parries. He got the perfect parry, and like Justin, you actually said this before, just to reiterate, he's using perfect parry as if it's the old version. And since Cammy's predominantly mids, he's just holding back, getting the perfect parry. And if he's hungry for the corner, he can put you there immediately. And then going on to when he fought Moke, that was really surprising, because he had more canister traps set up for Moke and Chun-Li as opposed to Punk, where he just kind of switched up the pace to neutral, because perfect parry allows that to happen. So it was really impressive. Like I said, he's relishing in the moment that he has here, and he's caused probably another upset in the tournament.
It was a big upset, and guys, how do we feel about this? Because obviously the big narrative was, you know, looking for Punk's redemption arc after, you know, day 1's defeat. In terms of fortune, I guess, in his favor on day 2. But today, it didn't look like the same Punk, did it?
I think it's more of like he was too confident, because even with the interview with Ryan Hart, he was like, I play against the best Kimberlys in the world. I know how to fight her. I can't really lose to the character. But Matsu really showed a different style and took off really Punk's habits, especially when he'll do like OD sprint, stop, wait for Punk to do 2 crouch lights, parries the second crouch light, and every single time it worked, because you're testing Punk's reaction. And as a person that has fast reactions, the human habit, it's, you know, old habit. Parries the second crouch D sprint, stop, and took off really Punk's habits, especially when he'll do like OD sprint, stop, wait for Punk to do 2 crouch lights, parries the second crouch light, and every single time it worked, because you're testing Punk's reaction. And as a person that has fast reactions, the human habit, it's, you know, old
Actually,
habit.
didn't notice him doing that.
I think
That's
you only
crazy.
control what's within your means.
Because the other person won't even think of that the first time. That's scary. Can't be too overconfident in this game, man. Just can't. It's a shame. It sucks to be watching from the sidelines, just praying that you qualify, because like you're helpless. What will you do? All I can do is cheer him on.
Into the playoffs. There's 2 more places to be earned in that playoffs on finals day tomorrow, and we've got 2 big groups coming up. I believe the players are arriving now, so let's head over to Ryan.
お疲れ様です。今日は勝負ですね。サガートで行きますか。
いやいやいや、今真後ろにね、いるから。
そっか。
ナイスナイス。
Opponents are around, so he can't reveal exactly who he's going to be picking in his group today, but it's possible that we might see some Sagat. いなくなったので、どうでしょうか。
まあ、楽しみにしててください。
It's something to look forward to. It's a bit of a surprise, his character pick for the group, but 準備はバッチリでしょうか。
まあまあ。
I asked him if he's ready and prepared, and he said, so. We're going to see what happens as this group unfolds later today.
Pugera, of course, part of Group D alongside Higuchi and DCQ, who you can see grabbing his key from the Wall of Heroes to add a Romero character.
Maybe it's a bluff, maybe not, but I think if you're saying that, it might be the Bison. Bison, DJ, I think are pretty good picks in this bracket. DJ does really well against JP.
And it's not have to war against the god. Is it not revealed?
Goichi, that's going to be our first match actually of that Group C. Guys, we've not got long until we get into these matches. I'm going to have to ask some picks for you. Cola, first up, who do you see getting out of Group C and Group D?
For C, I'm going to say Tokido's going to pull it out somehow, some way. I don't know how with the Kin, he's going to get it done. And then for D, I still put my bet on Pugera Sagat or not. He's got what it takes.
Jammers, who you got, C and D?
Goichi surprises me, so I'm going to pick Goichi. And I'll stick with Higuchi.
And Justin?
You know, because they picked all different, I'm going to go with NL. Obviously, I always was voting for NL from the beginning.
Yeah, the Group D pick's an interesting one.
Yeah, the Group D, I'm going to go fly high. Team Falcons, baby.
Okay.
DCQ.
You haven't got your green and white on today, but you're wearing it in your heart. Okay, coming up, our final two round robin groups here in phase 2 for Street Fighter 6. 2 more players need to fill up those 2 remaining spots in the playoffs. We'll say goodbye to 4 more hopes and dreams as we move towards crowning our second ever EWC Street Fighter 6 champion. Goichi still in the running to become a 2-game champion. We're going to find out exactly how that goes as we have 6 incredible matches to come. 2 more groups on the other side of this short break. All the action continues right here. We'll see you after this.
No, last year, it's almost like they didn't want to break this thing last year. Just like bend it a bit and then leave it. But now everybody is just breaking it. Just obliterating the key completely. Although I can't remember if the last year's one had a shield. That bulletproof looking shield that they put around it. I can't really be waiting for this. I want to play some myself a bit. Before they come back. Somebody. actually doesn't feel that different from pretty much. So let's practice something, sure, in the meantime. That's 2 minutes gone by already. Huh. Crazy. Can't replay them. They just showed 2 minutes a bit ago. Now his countdown has finished. They're just showing trailers. Gonna get rest. Alright. So come back to yourself later. Bye bye.
And B, because it's Don Cavano and Matsu, a complete Cavano and Matsu, a complete unknown, now make it through those first 2 groups and move on to the top 16. And so far, we have not had a single tiebreaker, which in groups where there's 3 players, there's high potential for it to happen. So far, so good, all smooth.
Kawano and Matsu were just too strong, man. I mean, in Group A, we actually lost Noah and Big Bird officially dropped out of the tournament, not dropped out, or pushed out of the tournament. And then in Group B, lost Moke, and the biggest story is our guy, Punk, the guy. Everybody was rooting for Punk after the whole pop-off thing, and then he qualifies, said he wants to win for Kakadu, but this time Punk was not able to get it done. All love to him and the rest of the players. But I will say these next groups are insane, and actually before we get to that, so you know, Kawano is actually going to be playing against Lashar in the top 16. Again, top 16 single elimination, first 2-5 throughout the whole top 16, not just top 8. And then Matsu is going up against Moshi, the OG Dawson extraordinaire. So those matches are going to be amazing.
Now you talk about next, you talk about Legends. Well, we got Legends on our stage. Next 2 groups in C and D are tight. NL, Goichi, and Tokido are playing in the same group. Higuchi, DCQ, and Figuera. It does not get easy at this point. And behind us, as you see, it's Tokido and multi-game legend Goichi setting up.
Bro, Tokido, of course, this is somebody that is in the GOAT conversation. As everybody knows, this is the ultimate scene ambassador.
He doesn't stop talking about it. Put him and Ryan in the same room, they're done for the next 3 hours.
You know I'm going to debate GOAT all day, every day. And then Goichi, he has the chance to make history in this tournament because, of course, he already won another title earlier, and then now he has the chance to win Street Fighter 6 as well. Will he be able to do it? We are about to find out. Round robin, ladies and gentlemen. We have Goichi going head-to-head with Tokido. Let's send things over to the commentators.
It's better now. I don't like watching
2 legends step onto the EWC stage to see who gets the advantage to start Group C. Myself, Rich, along with Vicious, gonna bring you the action for both Group C and D.
I'm scared for Tokido, not because he can't do it, but because Ken versus really just something I never liked. Never seen the fight in play. It's just not something that you like.
This is an
EWC champion.
For some reason,
when this game can has been gonna carry on question driver. But Crushing Luke has more range than the same speed.
To the performance that we didn't expect.
How
often do we see him in the big lights? The big stage is not too often
so
this year. Definitely something
different
in the water for Goichi. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like, Goichi for a long time, he was splitting his time between being a professional competitive player and working a 9 to 5, right? But I think with the increased money in the scene, with stuff like EWC, I'm pretty sure he is full-time competitor. And I think this is the first time we're really seeing Goichi's true power unleashed. Like you said, already a Fatal Fury champion. Now he's looking to add a Street Fighter 6 title. And not only that, if he manages to add the Street Fighter 6 title, he would also win the Jafonso Award, which is if you win the LCQ and then go on to win the main event, you get an extra $50,000. Yes, indeed. Matsu and DCQ are also up for that award. Of course, Matsu has already qualified into the and then go on to win the main event.
event, you get an extra $50,000. If you
50
win the
what?
LCQ and then go on to win the main event, you get an extra $50,000. Jeez. Yes, indeed. Matsu and DCQ are also up for that award. Of course, Matsu has already qualified into the main event, so he's the closest. But right now, let's see the Tokido JP. I've heard rumblings that he's been playing this character, right? In the preview video, we talked about trading multiple characters in this event. He's busted it out against Goichi.
Because I can't pop him.
Honestly, I'm super surprised, right? The only other surprise that could have been is possibly Dawson. He was dabbling with that.
Job after I just get the job done. Doesn't matter which character. So I really wanted to see this
A
game.
pretty big surprise, a pretty big shocker.
Tokido is
He manages to
Tokido.
do it.
And you know,
I don't know
always
how
like
that
talking about
came
right,
out
how
today.
Chun-Li historically has a good
How did
matchup
they do
against the
that?
Shotos of the game, so maybe that's why Tokido putting him on the bench, going with the JP. Oh no, the Zanzu.
Oh, that was a
I'm not
reaction.
afraid of
No
ghosts,
way.
brother.
No matter if it's JP,
Ooh,
no matter if it's
optimal.
Shoto,
In this game, air-to-air buttons are just better to anti-air than just show replay. Even with Ken, just drop medium bunch to get started.
immediately going to
Short
Goichi.
to
My
health.
goodness, bro. Goichi. This is one of the guys, right? We talked about these are two legends here. What a way to fake them out and then actually punish the check attempt of a
Just
drive
testing,
rush.
see whether
But yeah, like Goichi is not going to be
But when he
fearing
used him
Tokido,
in
right?
that
He's not going to have that
tournament,
aura to work against Goichi. He's a legend in his own right. And right now, he's treating him like any Johnny
one
Donuts.
before
Has he
this,
made
replay,
him, bro?
currently, but
Oh,
try
my
it.
goodness.
Try it, JP.
Massive reads against Tokido,
And he
pulling
didn't look
everything
optimal
right
to me.
and also contesting against the
No optimal. Optimal combo is not working. It's not working to do
Ready in game one.
Oh my
Not
goodness,
really
bro.
good.
Put Tokido in
It's
the
gonna
freezer,
make
dog.
him
Hang
go
up the
tomorrow.
meat. My man got slaughtered indeed in that first one. So much so that he went right back to the character select screen, bring out the comfort
smart
pick of
choice.
Ken.
I heard
I know
that.
it don't feel good to play it against the Chun-Li, but hey, man,
Doesn't
that
feel
JP
good,
looks
exactly.
a little not ready just yet.
What's crazy is it wasn't even against like the things that Goichi was doing. It wasn't against like some of the flaws that the character may have in the matchup.
Yeah.
That was just pure player reads.
You know, that's a great point. Maybe you should just stick with the character because, yeah, it didn't feel like a matchup thing. It just felt like Goichi took residence in Tokido's head.
Right. So, with that in mind, will this be enough of a switch? Will you even have enough time to make the adjustment? Because that was a complete wash in game one. Now you're in technically, what, 2 out of 3 territory for the side of Goichi. Can you survive that kind of heat?
One of the big things about 3 out of 5, right, is that you get extra intel when it comes to gathering information. When you get washed like that in a game, you basically don't gather anything. So it's tough now. Tokido, oh my, even with the double DI, he's feeling himself. Tokido, remember he talked about that. He's been trained.
What just happened? I wasn't paying
Washed
attention.
like that in a game, you basically don't gather anything. So it's tough now. Tokido, oh
Yeah,
my,
Jitsu.
even with the double DI, he's
Disrespect.
feeling himself. Tokido, remember he talked about that. He's been training to
Yeah,
get a
sure,
counter on DI.
oh,
I love that
yes, sir.
combo as well.
I'm trying to get you.
A little bit of that frame kill.
Nice.
I don't even know if that was intentional or not.
That,
But yeah,
Team Buster. I want that so good. Good, okay.
Oh wow, just the empty
One
jump
shot
into the
didn't go
jab,
off into
blowing
the
up
jab on
Luigi's
it,
wake up button attempt.
It's a bit delayed.
Thought he was gonna try to blow up a safe jump.
he does line a little bit early off of that, right? Off
Yeah.
the enhanced Tatsu, right? A little bit of a change up. But this might just be enough
Level
if he
2.
forces that level 1, actually level 2.
Chibu, do you
Man,
know
how
like
much
that?
he's respecting Goichi. He's like, I'm not gonna spend the 1 bar,
Oh,
put him in the
Goichi,
corner
I'm
and try to
prepared
work it
for
out
that
while I'm in burnout. Rather than just kill him off
That's
and get to
good.
the next round.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about respect.
Oh, you can't punish that button. Why? Capcom, why? You could do it before, but they made it better and they now made it higher for it to be fun. I don't know why they did that. My has a button like that too, but I won't even have longer range.
Indeed. Chill out. Ooh, the step
He
kick.
has
Nice
one,
range
but
on that
can't
force. Good
cancel
spacing for
it.
Tokido. Tries to make something out. Actually got clipped, but
And he
no
did
counter
go
or
for the
anything like that, so no
but
conversion.
what for?
Oh, the uppercut again. Looking rather dry from the side of Tokido, hence why he's pumping the brakes, looking for a reaction, but it's low medium kick that catches Tokido.
Still has his sliver that perfect parry, V-reversal, ESDP, or just jump out of the front. Perfect parry. It's hard, I know Tokido's son, I know. Oh, overhead, let's go. You should have gone for the leg kick.
Time to get out. Had he
Yeah,
done
those
maybe
landed
he
kick.
could have survived the threat, perhaps.
It's
You
hard
can
to
see the
think
opposing
about
theories,
that.
right? Goichi could have tagged on level 1 at the end to kill off Tokido.
Can't
But
tell
he's
that.
saving
Nice.
the meter in this next round.
He was walking by and then walked up slightly and a perfect parry.
Slight delay, testing Goichi's reactions. Stuck in this corner for just a little bit, and I love the use of the Kokoki from that. Tokido, though,
Oh,
not bad.
so you can push me down punch. Maybe. And step.
Long range heavies.
You can step. Oh, he tried to do the legs.
Spacing with the way he's got Luigi trapped
Bing.
in the corner right now. Even the back dash. Oh, but the forward dash after the pursuit. Beat him to the button, but
You could
nothing
have
big.
gotten it. You could have gotten it. But it's fine.
Forward throw, both looking rather dry on the drive gauge. Tokido knocks
Drop
on the
through.
door, gets a forward throw, gets to continue on with that. Goichi sticky still. We talk about his immaculate defense throughout a plethora of different fighting games. Can
He
he
dance.
transfer it over to this particular game right now? It's
Damn,
Tokido,
sure.
big opener.
But he
Yeah,
have to
Charlie
get
so
expensive
fast.
at
That
the
crouch
other
medium kick
side.
so long. Right? Oh my!
He was looking for a decision. I took you guys to be on
Crouch
meeting.
medium kick. It seals a game for him. The Ken switch, work it out.
A bit of a buffer for Goichi.
Start
Despite
the
losing
angle
game
that
number
didn't
two,
take anymore
this is
was
the data he needs to
not
collect
to
going
do.
forward.
That's very good.
But who knows, right? Will Ken be the
They're
same
breaking
place
back to these guys.
for Tokido? He's done it against a handful of the American contingents so far. So we'll see.
Yeah, man. You can see,
so
right?
sad
Tokido has
when
definitely
he-
switched
when he
again
didn't,
in dire
stay with
straits
them.
and has managed to make some big comebacks
sad.
already at EWC. You heard him in the interview talking about how important this tournament is.
It's very
Fortunately,
good.
a one character at a time player, and this is what has been his most comfort food in Street Fighter 6.
Let's see if he gets the feast going forward for the next few matches. Perfect parry. Checking the good rise mix already. Bird hit, a little bit of a fake out from the stand jab.
Careful,
Tokido
yes,
knocks
it's
out
down,
right,
down.
both forward immediately going into the drive up. Very heavy on the drive gate from both ends. You can see how desperately they want that action.
Exactly right, and that's why Luigi is taking some time to relax, gather some drive, get back. Oh, look at this actually walk forward and stuff the step kick this time. Nice adjustment, didn't want to commit. A little surprise because he was pretty healthy on the drive bar.
Yeah. From both ends now, Goichi
Walk back and
shows
something
on 6 bars. He's just waiting for a one punish, a little bit of a missed position, or maybe even the fireball from that distance.
Keep on working back confidently. And she's playing about it because they can't respond to it.
See Tokido slowly getting his stride just on the
See,
ground.
the Tokido to get executed as well.
Tokido got away with the dragon
But
lash.
it's
Now
hard
he
to
can get
get
away
it.
with
It's
many
hard.
up against Goichi and his reaction.
Yes.
Oh, stayed
Didn't
crouching
walk
and dodged the
again.
legs. Well done.
Still not a bad position. Goichi, despite being in the corner, just about equal in life if I'm looking at the other side of the screen, but still very healthy on the drive gauge.
Here, Tokido gonna force his way in with the driver's cancel. That puts him a little low. He's trying to stay in the space right where it's gonna make Goichi come to him because of stuff like this. Goichi so good at the CQC.
Survive.
That parry
Of the
can
drag gauge.
be just a little
Oh, not
bit
anymore.
gauge.
Just shoot for free
The
button,
dash
man.
under right. He thought it was a bit of a dead zone. Maybe
And
the up kicks actually
even
just
the
whiffed
prefer you
instead
couldn't
of
take
trying
grab
that. He
us
took a
because
safe route. And then
still
finally
doing
gets
about
the
something
goal he
else.
was looking for. We've seen the air legs multiple times. Goichi strikes and managed to
Double
play slow
team.
pace physical energy in that one.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, in game, a lot of resources as well. He just desperately tried to keep Goichi in this corner without making too many mistakes, but there's just something about the way that
Just
Goichi's
so
enforcing his
careful for him
walking out
right
of the
now.
corner.
That's it.
Sometimes he needs to cook it, but he wants Tokido to back away.
Great punish right there.
Now
from
the
Tokido.
punish,
Once again, he's got
I have
Goichi
to start
locked in
doing
this
that.
corner. Oh, and
Again,
another
nice.
down
I'm
back,
going to
perfect
do
parry.
guys.
Tokido
Adapted
sniping
to
some
each
of the
other.
reversal crouch medium kicks.
Cash back?
Same game
Oh, he didn't do it.
forever.
No.
Jesus, busting the chin open. Not gonna spend any
You
more
want to
though. He's
spend
sitting
it.
at a perfect after all. Doesn't need to spend the super art just yet.
Sick two-step from Tokido here to gain a big advantage. But Goichi, maybe just concerned with building meter. That's why he keeps throwing the
Yes,
fireball, trying to get something up. Because, yeah, this is quite the life deficit right now.
That was earlier, but it's reaching faster.
Fireball actually connected against Goichi.
And I think that's why he went for throw as
Oh,
well.
he
Right?
fell
Big
for it.
meter gain.
Oh, he's
Right now,
getting
maybe
it
he's
to the
starting to
corner.
find some belief in this
Fine.
round.
He
As he
executes
inches
it
closer to
out. I don't
CA,
think
it gets more and more
it's hard to
realistic
beat
and he
that.
makes this
So, yeah, I
comeback.
think.
Trying to make a read on the fireball.
Probably because he's working, but
Perfect parry. Oh, too far. He could have gone for at least
it's too much.
The way Goichi stuffed it, relying on Tokido to perfect parry the projectile, and he just used shit DI. He's gonna put it all on the line, and Goichi, as long as he finishes this one, he's up 2-1. Oh my goodness.
Who would have thought or expected?
Yeah.
Positioning, that was mad far, number one, but also it's like
It's all what they call it. It's too much.
he had so much
The mental stress is too much. Fighting high mental, and then finally not get put in the
But right
corner.
now,
Now,
Goichi's the one
yeah,
with
come
the
on, now
lead. Of course, like we talked about, most of
Too
these
much,
guys,
there's
legends
God
of the
stress,
fighting
man.
game community.
Because he has
And
to keep
Tokito,
on going
more
to focus on
traditionally
filtering
street
and fighter.
fighter, so there's going to be a whole lot of fandom on
No,
his
doing
side. But
well.
Goichi, I think with some of the
Even
rivalries he's
people
been a
want
part
to
of in
be
the past few
so
years,
good.
the runs he's had in various games, he's definitely grown a tremendous fandom for himself. So let's get it, man. Can Goichi qualify into the main event? We're not quite there yet, but it's a good
The
start.
check driver.
Did you see the hand
Super
shake?
driver,
That
whatever.
was mad far. That was a punish
First
counter. I
time
couldn't
you
even
don't
tell what normal would come out from the side of Tokito.
Chun-Li is the most dastardly GM in the league. You do not want to shake her hand, make no deals, make no
Can't
trades.
imagine the stress that Tokito is feeling right now. But what I'm feeling is not good.
It's mad unfortunate that it was just kind of shy from the OD.
Yeah, Ja recognizing that is going to throw out of it.
Yeah, Spectro mix up driving forward with that crutch.
Yeah. They're making it to the parliament.
That is a
Random, yeah.
making a read like that.
And then the
Tokito.
He is showing it, Tokito. You're going to have to show me that you're ready
No,
for these counters. If not, I'm going to DI you all the way to a loss.
It's almost like we're coming in full circle, right? He's making a lot more reads just like he did in game number 1. Starting to flex different types of strategies to keep Tokito on his toes, but I don't know for how long, because he's looking at match point, the big opener. Yasha, what do you do? Jump back now, force him to the corner. That's a punish counter, hella damage.
Oh, Tokito went for the throw. This time, Goichi has just been so right. Finally, though, Tokito going to wake up with a level 3 here, and that's big. Not only does it count at the DI, but it is also going to burn Goichi out.
What this guy has been.
Tokito
Tokito can win Fireball.
side switch against Goichi. At least a full throw, that's totally fine. If it's not one corner, it's another. It'll still both be effective. Wow.
Try to call up the throws yet again here. He's going to wake up with his own CA, but Tokito playing it safe rather than being sorry. And Goichi now spent all his meter before this final round.
That is bad plot armor. Forcing Goichi
Stop
in
that.
such an uncomfortable position to go for something that desperate.
She's on the Fireball.
This is getting to
I'm
Goichi.
assuming he has been damaging it throughout the match from the beginning.
Legit though, that's what he's doing to him.
I almost...
But you can't really see Fireball X, I don't think.
Yeah, it probably sounded bad, right?
Ooh, all right, just taking the plus frames and then establishing throw here. Try the Zanshu again, but at the very least, Tokito doesn't check it.
Flaring with the good line. Creating that space with the fireballs. What do you do here? Just about even. Playing the patience game. Goichi. Now Tokito slowly trying to stop before
No, you have to grab it. You're not sure.
Try to just
Yes,
establish the throw again here. Goichi maybe just looking to build that bar up.
What's that?
Wants
Maybe, I
level
don't know.
2 so
He
he
doesn't
can
know
put
anything,
Tokito's
but
fireballs
he
in
knows better.
danger.
Yes!
Right now, Tokito
He's not having
has his Tori.
he
Been
didn't
using a lot of
go for the
roundhouses. That
card.
got him in trouble last time, where Goichi called it out with a DI.
call out against the drive up speed. Relatively safe with that fireball.
All these deals being made right here. He tried to stick in the overhead.
Oh my god! Just leaping towards his face.
Because last time, yes.
Got him the second time.
Last time he said,
Tokito's choosing
in the
to
corner
bring
when
the
they were
CA out as
on
well.
the
Freezing
left
burnout
side,
recovery of Goichi
he
in
did
the
two
process.
jabs and walked up the field. Look at that.
Forward is going to be a little bit dangerous. I don't know if Goichi was going to let her no chance.
Let's go.
Super
Right back at
towards
you.
that DI.
Want to be in the corner, collect
Stays
that.
alive. 2-2.
Yeah, Goichi kind of looked disappointed in himself, right? Rarely do we see
How
him get
decent
unchecked
goal
like
out
that.
there,
Usually
boy.
he's got the super on deck. We always talk about how great his reactions
What
are.
to
And in
do?
this game, that is
The
one
one
of the
is
premier
taking
ways
his
to
breath.
show off your reactions
Good.
defensively. Little interesting that he didn't quite get it out that time. Looking
Oh,
like he's standing up to shake
he's
it out.
running to,
'Cause I think he surprised himself that he didn't answer that one.
maybe to get his heartbeat.
I like you can tell the nerves
Sure,
get
already
into him, the
pumping
pressure
fast.
of the
Stress.
stage. But he's
Well, I
already
mean,
been
I
here,
remember
right? He's
Tequila
already been
getting
one
up to
EWC
find that.
champion,
Just
but man, to do something that nobody has ever done, right? Maybe that's tickling the
Stationary
back of his
job.
mind a little bit.
One
Possibly.
place.
There's just so much pressure, right? I feel like
That's
he's been
okay.
been asked a lot in regards to his performances, right? Especially with how often now he's been on the big stage, getting top threes, getting champion status in a multitude of different games. It's been a lot of emotion coming out of Goichi these last couple of months. And honestly, I'm here for it.
But
Right?
once you
Like,
get into
do whatever you need to do to shake off that pressure.
I love it, man. He's one of the most expressive players we got. I always love
Sure,
seeing the way he handles the game in and out.
That's Jake
But depending on how much money, what you do with this,
He's
oh,
recycling that energy,
I don't know how much
closing out the game. You have the man who's the main character, so we think.
And Tokito gets called out with a Jinrai cancel. What a start for Goichi here. Again, maybe going back to those DIs and then fading the DP. Oh, he wants the mid-air
Just
punish
like,
as well. Okay.
but when some things happen like that with the video, yes,
Oh, that was so
But last time he went for air to air.
Goichi tried to go air to air to disrupt Tokido on the way out.
That was so smart with Tokido to use the light kick nice and early as you called it. Oh yeah, tried to take his turn back a little bit. Wasn't expecting the Jin Rise, but he calls out the run right there. So the suspect from Tokido wakes up with it again. He's willing to risk it.
Yes, born out.
And that's fine. If you're going to get burnt out,
It is born out.
on your own volition. And also, just gets Ken off of you. And now the corner, now the mid-space, mid-screen, Goichi needs to work with this burnout.
Yeah, because I believe that at level 2 is -5, right? So in burnout, which he already burnt him out before the last hit would have happened, so only went to -1. And it's already tough to punish because of the pushback.
That is absolutely correct. But while having the gauge, while having level 2, Tokido had no choice but to just back down as much as possible. Fireballs were not going to be on the table. Neither were the normals.
He still didn't know. Wow, the discipline.
Yes, indeed.
But one has been going for 2-1.
One round away from taking an advantage in this round robin stage and risks the up kicks to success.
I like that. I can't let you do this. You gotta make sure, man. Lost it out a little bit early. Damn, that was a wild roundhouse. Okay, I thought the anti-air wasn't gonna come. So delayed on the 10 show.
Yeah, I honestly was scared that it was gonna whiff at that point. Like maybe just a bit too far, but Goichi's so strong.
Really, really awkward angles right now in terms of Tokido's approach, right? A couple of times airborne. Just sneaking in a throw, just inching his way forward now.
Oh, and then again, outspacing that crouch medium kick. Remember, he's been pretty good at stuffing these reversal crouch medium kicks from Tokido, and then the meatiest fierce of your life. Oh no.
That was a punish counter.
One, I'm dead, no.
No. Back to the well, and it's still filled with water. Level 3, that's it. Goichi taking the dub, and that is a great start for him in this Group C.
The emotions coming
The video took it well at this, so if he's taking it well, then
after landing.
I don't have to feel too bad.
Invincible right now.
And that boy Goichi
To the
was
next
watching
one.
the pregame
There
interviews
is another
where
10 minutes
Tokido,
after.
literally one of the main highlights was him talking about trying to counter DI. Saw video Milosh out here, bro. Just styling. I love a little Milosh on me. Actually, Tokido got a bunch of top players together and was like, hey, I still suck at countering DI. How do you guys do it? Yeah, like literally, he talked to Hikaru, a couple of other players, going over stick layouts, what you use, what finger you use, where you place the DI button, because he's really trying to shore up that part of his game, but still quite not there, unfortunately. And Goichi, I mean, he's been watching the tapes clearly. He abused that.
Yeah, if there's ever a time to really highlight
head about it,
in any head-to-head, this is definitely one to do it with, right? And what else can we really say in regards to the high stakes and being able to clutch it out in those moments,
I kind of have that issue too.
not drop any combos at the last second. I know really shallow analysis, but I mean, this is just everything.
If I just see the spark, I'll normally just press a button.
We've seen some
And
of
then when
these
I
big
press the
surprises
button,
happen.
I
We've
react.
seen some of these crazy
But there will
drops
be
that happen
situations where it doesn't work
everybody
out.
on a professional level,
Same
right?
cola is like,
This is
I
exactly
know,
what's
bro,
needed for
I'm
Goichi
sad
to go
too.
into the next one. We talked about how invincible he's feeling right now. NL definitely delivers that same type of aura with how he's been playing all week.
Absolutely, man. I can't wait to continue
That's
this bracket.
Look at
We're
that
showing
shit.
both of our players already.
That
And
is
now we're
what
going to go to
happened.
Group D in our first match. I believe it's going to be
He says
Hikaru
he's not going.
versus
He says he only plays game.
ECQ.
Now,
So the
correct me
matchup
if I'm
really has
wrong,
to be
man.
straight.
I feel like JP historically has had a pretty decent
Then
time
that
against
is
the
gonna
Guile
be
matchup.
smooth.
Like,
That's
if I were to
what I
keep
need
it as
to
shallow
do.
as possible for everybody to kind of
Which makes
easily
sense,
digest,
because
just thinking
you
about the
want
fireball game,
just
right?
this
Like,
one
Guile does an
another
excellent
side
job of
take it
annoying people just off of Sonic Booms alone. JP could nullify that pretty well and also get the benefit of the trade with some of the spikes. The knockback is pretty severe, the damage is pretty sizable, but also being able to fake out ghosts and disrupt the timing of Sonic Booms really kind of leverage it towards JP's advantage. So just based off of that, it could be kind of dicey. Like, we talk about Guile being able to safely throw booms at like the 4 range, which is almost near full screen. Guess what? The spikes can beat him to it.
Yeah, that's why I love that you're highlighting the spikes in all this, right? Because in this game, there's a projectile priority, and if you got the same priority of projectile, they just nullify each other. So if he just throws the ghosts and the booms, they're just going to cancel each other out. But the spike comes from the floor, right? It doesn't worry about the boom, or it comes from the rafters. That's another way where it doesn't worry about the boom. So I think that's historically part of the reason why we thought JP has kind of had a handle on Guile in this game. Yeah, as you mentioned, we saw that from DCQ yesterday. A whole lot of Bison, but he pulled out the JP when necessary. And honestly, it looked as sharp as ever yesterday.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be slacking when it comes to to sharpening up that JP. This stage of the game, I mean, having a pocket JP just seems like it's always going to be a correct decision.
Yeah.
Right? This is the Capcom Cup character.
It is, maybe the $1 million character swinging $1 million stick. It's going to be an interesting one for sure. And of course, Higuchi's going to have a lot of matchup experience in this, right? JP has been a terror in Street Fighter 6 since the launch of the game. Is one of the problematic matchups for Guile, we believe as well. So he's had to do a whole lot of homework, right? So I want to see if there's any interesting details or game strategies that he goes with that we're not used to seeing from a lot of Guiles.
It's so wild to see these types of statistics coming in from like Higuchi, coming in from DCQ. Mind you, these guys are coming in from like the lower bracket from phase 1. Can you imagine that? Like both these guys, extremely talented, all class acts. They got to fight each other for just one spot. It's kind of insane. But yeah, taking a look at it too, a little bit of a side note, man. We've been following DCQ like a good amount. I mean, both of these players like a good amount, right? I feel like DCQ hasn't really had that big highlight just yet, whereas Higuchi is kind of in the similar boat. Like his highlights have mainly come from Street Fighter League Japan, in my respectful opinion.
Yeah, absolutely, right? We've seen DCQ and Higuchi have these big splashing moments in like Street Fighter 5, but the Street Fighter 6 story hasn't quite had that big momentous win that we've come to expect from players of this caliber. So yeah, man, this could be the first step in doing so, right? And friendly reminder again, DCQ up for the Jafonzo Award since he qualified into the main event via the LCQ. But of course, to get to that main event, you got to take down the people in your way, which is going to start with Higuchi. And then, of course, the other person in this group is Pugera. So it's going to be fun matches all the way through.
I love that too. The potential Sagat pick in this pool, in this round robin, is going to be pretty significant, right? I mean, I want to see how that works out. Specifically, I've got my eyes glued to Pugera versus DCQ because I personally haven't been able to see like JP Sagat as often. But I'm with Justin too when we talk about like Pugera, like Sagat versus Guile. I just want to see this heavy DP hit a blade.
Oh,
I just want to see it once.
Yeah. Hopefully we can do that when we get to that. Right now, though, we're going to see who gets off to a great start in Group D. Higuchi on the Guile, DCQ busting out the JP, and look at that, already outspacing the Soul Bot. Now you have to pay.
We talk about some of the normals that Guile does possess. A lot of momentum going forward with a lot of them. A lot of potential from counter hits to link into other normals for big damage. But on the other side, JP also has some pretty sizable, some really weird disjointed hitboxes. It could be kind of problematic for Higuchi.
Yeah, I like that idea from DCQ where he tried to bait out the throw tech after the parry, but didn't work. Now Higuchi to work.
He looked like a contractor, a little bit of a temporary work, right? Immediately halts from DCQ with his defensive position. Mostly just kind of jumping back. There it is. We talked about that example. The spike versus the boom, the park, and now forcing Higuchi back. Drive rush immediately checked. This has just been so difficult from a projectile standpoint for Guile.
Yeah, that's another thing, right? This is going to be a big drive meter war as well. So who has OD projectiles going to out-prioritize?
That jump medium punch is daft. Oh, he wasn't ready for the weak punish. It's not something that he has labbed. But if he labbed it, he would have been ready. Wow. I mean, the throw would have still worked because it's not OD.
JP does have defense against that with Amnesia, so very understandably so Higuchi went for the 2
That's good.
Yeah, it just came up a bit short, and it really did not work out for DCQ, obviously. Now trying to feint out the ghost, maybe bait Higuchi into pairing. Again, we talked about the drive meter war is big in this set, so the more you can make the opponent sacrifice...
Haha, that was cool. The Sonic Blade literally nullified both of the spikes. That was cool. Very cool tech. You know that I even think about it. Even if JP teleports out of one of the portals, you get hit by the blade. So all guy has to be doing is crouching, and when he lands, he get hit and gets hit by the blade. Flash kick, combo. 2-hit combo with the normal flash kick and the EX. 2-hit combo. The charge too. I actually don't know who I want to win. DCQ is somebody that I feel like he hasn't. He's always been a very good player since SF5. The guy is lovely, Urian. But yeah, he hasn't gotten to win something big since SFL, US. But Higuchi hasn't also gotten to win something in a very long while. Even though he's playing very good. Actually, I think he got Capcom Cup qualifier against Shuto, right? Yeah, I think he beat Shuto to go to qualify for Capcom Cup. Can't remember.
Love seeing it already from Higuchi. Like we said, very prepared for the JP matchup. And we
I know he lost to Fudo the last qualifiers though.
JP has given Gaio problems since the launch of the game. So this dude is a dedicated Gaio player. He's going to have more and more practice in the matchups that give him trouble more than anything else. And we even saw a really cool piece of tech setting up that Sonic Blade and nullifying the spikes from the sky. That was honestly so cool.
Perfect. Perfect. Nice! That was such a nice idea. Ready for the splash kick, that was good. I wonder why he didn't go inside. I guess because he has to charge, but I mean.
This is where it's tough. DCQ though, he's trying to push that advantage.
Fading out with the ghost. Higuchi trying to be wary of it with that parry. Still remaining intact with the anti-air yet again. DCQ actually gets stuck.
Had that team for God knows how long.
Not only dedicating himself to the
That
parry,
team song,
he actually drives
that
the
Capcom Cup, the one that Uma won, the first one. He kept on playing that JP team.
I don't know, bro. We might need to change it. It looks like he really understands how JP's like to flow against
Always with the sweet combos, Higuchi.
DCQ for a perfect at 53 seconds. My goodness.
So impressive. This man
Yeah, the button timings. He just has an understanding of when DCQ is gonna press. Again, bro, walking right into my fist.
Double departure.
Nice.
Rip. You get the punish counter from
Wait,
the
perfect.
to back it up. Yeah, his timing, being able to stuff out the spikes too, very, very important. He's really just out of this matchup, Ringe.
Legit, man. I mean, probably this is the best performance I think I've seen a guy have against JP. I'm sure Knuckle Dude's had amazing performances as well, but right now, this is incredible.
Oh no.
His understandings of what DCQ wants to do before he does it has been so on point thus far. Drive reversal again, man. You can't keep him locked in.
He was going to go into the level 2, right? He knew he was going to do that and drain the drive meter. So he was like, I'm just going to drive reversal immediately. I'm not going to let you get into the level 2. Higuchi is so aware, bro. Oh, the trade. That's fine for Higuchi again, right? And DCQ, he's been making a lot of use of that level 2. We even saw him do it raw in the neutral earlier to try to negate some of that Gaio.
That forward medium punch is hard to be punished.
But you can see DCQ, it feels like he's a little
Annoyingly
right
so
now, right? He
too.
doesn't want to commit to anything. Maybe try to
I need to learn how to whip punish it with ship pushing right. Nice, you can safely go forward. Why does he always walk back? I'm thinking maybe it's because of that. Or the heavy punch into fireball, because he can't really pass through it. Nice, he knew the throw will work. Confidence.
DCQ, you were talking about him looking a little bit lost. I honestly think he was testing Higuchi to see if he was going to overextend. Higuchi was willing to sit it out the whole time. As Guile especially, he don't need to move.
Yeah, right? He had the life lead. He could just sit there, sit to the back. Time was on his side. He knows that the level 3 or the level 2 from JP can snipe some of the boom action. So he's like, why even do that, bro? I'm going to chill out. If anything, I'm going to apply pressure in close quarters. So I don't have that opportunity or I don't have that risk.
Sleepy.
And what a dragon suplex to end it. Shout outs Kenny Omega as always. But now
It's
DCQ
GP
is going to bring out the
versus
bison.
girls, so maybe
Yeah,
that's
man,
why
it
I'm
just
sleepy.
looked like Higuchi
Because I
knew
had
the
to close his
matchup too
curtains.
well.
Right. From one matchup to another, though, a more commonly played character, M. Bison. He roams the streets in Japan ranked CFN. I kid you not, brother. This character is massively popular.
Bryson's team is like one of the best in this game. Especially when the trumpets kick in. Pam, pam, pam. Of course, this thing has stopped again. Wow. Yeah, I think it's from the stream.
Already off to a great start. The perfect
Pam,
parry.
pam.
Now the punish
Ba-da,
counter against
bam.
DCQ's defensive options being
Oh.
blown up sky high.
3 straight correct decisions given
Bum,
big rewards.
bum.
Finally, it's blocked, but only to
Boom.
get your parry thrown. And
But
one
now
more
again.
for good
This is
measure.
2-0. This is surprising.
This is looking
I feel like SF6 is just not DCQ's game, man. His JP was scary in season 1, but
Higuchi, I think if anything,
that was about it.
ready more so for the Bison than the
He
JP.
just qualified for this tournament, so that means he's still actually doing good. I don't know what I'm saying.
I think we've seen the west side of the screen just
Like, we're a bit too harsh when we criticize these players.
New York right now. They will
Oh,
actually
no.
London, but you know what I'm saying.
I don't know anything about European geography, I'll be very honest with you. So if you say it, I got your back. Yeah, you're right.
I have no
Oh,
idea.
come on, man. 720 p.m.
On the
You know
east
if
side
it's
of England or not, but no, you're right.
We'll take that.
Oh, yes, the NA geography. It's okay. DCQ now applying some pressure. Oh, he even tried to back that right there. Trying to call out a throw.
Okay, now we get the west side. Non-geographically challenged is DCQ. Can he keep him in place? Check the papers.
Boom, Psycho. Punisher. But this round is not over. Maybe go for a throw, I don't know, man. Nice. That was scary. It was one hit and it was dead. Yep, here we go. Dun, 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 dun.
It's a round to survive. All jokes aside, Higuchi, after that slight dismantling from DCQ,
I wish this part of the song lasted longer. No? But they're only giving us a bit. Leave us wanting more. That was very nice. He did the shimmy, but he pressed the lights very early to catch any reaction to the shimmy. It's a button. This is looking good. Dead. The go. Boot stomp. Imagine somebody stomping you so hard that you fly into the sky. Did you just jump round stats? Crazy. Chaos drive rush. Drive rush is not like good because it's fast. It's good because you're looking for boom to perfect parry.
It had to be. It really had to be.
Back or jump, all this stuff. Nice. Which is looking a bit lost. See, if it was Takamura. Ninja. If it was Takamura, Takamura would have actually perfect parried that. The crushing medium punch into Sonic Boom. Perfect parry the Sonic Boom. And then use a heavy button to punish. Which is a very good thing to. Oh my god. This is a very good thing to learn because the more openings you know in this game and the more of them you can create, you highly increase your chance of winning. Because even if you mess up, you can like make it quick. And it's perfect parry. Look at Marisa now. If you can perfect parry her light target combo consistently, or her jump, or her phalanx that you jump in there and punch down, you can also be getting all those small perfect parries or small text situations. This game will be 720p. It is. It's 1080p. Apparently, this is the best can be done now.
Oh no! Why don't he want me, man? I'm gonna get a good DI. I'm gonna get some damage from this mine. And at the end of the day, how come you don't want me, man?
Oh man, DCQ
Smith reference.
Fresh perfect in that round.
Damn. I like what you're putting down.
Oh yeah, I already know you know, and are quick to pick it up. Right now, though, these two both, you can see the stakes, the pressure in the air right now. Nobody's trying to overcommit.
Side switch is temporary, but damage might be forever. Higuchi now, while in full screen. Let's see if he gets some action going. No. The tenacity from DCQ has been so much. This is going to be hella damage. Go right into the Psycho Crusher. He had definitely a little bit more in the tank with another driver's cancel, but he doesn't want to get the scaling involved. But he might regret it. OD Psycho Crusher can chip. And Higuchi knew it as well.
Exactly.
He was coming back. That's a professional for you.
At that scenario, well done, man. What a
That's
bounce back
a pro.
with this Bison to tie up the set 2-2. And yeah, he's really honing in on the rhythm of Higuchi's button presses, right? We've seen so many counter hits, some slight
Like this team
delays,
song
a
that they
little
have for the
two-step just to
CWC.
get you to react, only to beat you to the button. This is an amazing adjustment, especially when Higuchi was so honed in on DCQ's timing to start the set.
What's wild is this is giving me like flashbacks and shades of SFL US, right? DCQ always in the anchor spot, having to bring his team back from the brink of death in the long set, 3 out of 5, and just making such dire and impactful adjustments in such a short span of time. With 2 characters now, by the way.
Yeah, exactly right. He started the set on JP, went to the Bison. Again, that's the character he plays the most nowadays. And man, has it paid off for that switch. Now Higuchi, of course, locking in. He is a Guile specialist, so we're going right back into it. It was just taking some time to try to put together the pieces of the puzzle and get one more dub. He already got 2 early, right? He just needs one more to take a lead in this group.
Oh, shame. Nice check, but this game you have to be very precise. So he was apparently supposed to wait a bit and then press the jab, which is just like if you react, you should react, you know.
So difficult to call right now. Higuchi at least getting the readjustment. He
Fine.
pay a little bit of life for it. Now the forward throw, DCQ. How do you enforce
So that's what people want.
I like that.
Leverage to have a bigger hitbox,
Sniped it out. Very expensive at that, right? With
or rather hotbox. He crashed like it this time because last time DCQ perfect parried after that drive rush bazooka. And in this new patch, for its perfect parry, you have to actually block the direction. So backward perfect parry won't work against crouching lights.
There's been a lot of throws from the side of DCQ, and a lot of it
Boom.
counter hit against Higuchi. He's been pressing a lot of buttons, rather active.
Bash kick, got the back dash. Mad. He is not like he had to do that. Solidly punching.
Might as well use it here to try to lock Higuchi in this corner.
Oh.
Give yourself a chance. Psycho pressure in there and put himself on set point.
Damn, son. Just at the right range to snipe him out. Drive, rush, low forward. Higuchi goes for the knockdown. Very impactful touch.
Oh, got him up, working forward with that buffer. Why? Why didn't that work? Make that hot box fat. It's looking good. Brown 51. So since his versus Gal. Got him working forward. After which button is he catching him? After the forward jump. I wonder what he would do to adjust to that. Probably did it walk up slightly and delay button to if punish the crouching jump punch. Project. Boom. They're both in good situations. DCQ doesn't have the life lead, but he does have the drive and super. Okay, now forget what I said. That is bad. He should have just blocked, but I mean, I'm not going to say what he should have done because. Oh, he's dead. Damn, that's sad. You could see he was even stealing it. He couldn't believe it was over. You could see it in his face. He was like, no way. But he died. GG's DCQ. At least you're getting paid. So hopefully next. Still other tournaments to play. And also just have to tell yourself you don't get too depressed or whatever.
Get to some players where then they're going to want to start doing something else, but
Is fighting. It was already for that's the person I haven't cared about watching. Ryukichi didn't pick Ken and lost. Sucks. But it is what it is. Is this thing going like this now? It's like I'm downloading anything. ISP after this.
Both of them showed that throughout the set.
What a piece of advice.
Just time your button presses better.
Come on, man. So this is it right here, right? He delayed it too, man. He went for crouch jab, went for a longer delayed button with a back heavy kick. So him making that read is so dangerous. Like,
button presses better.
Come on, man. So this is it right here, right? He delayed it too, a back heavy kick. So him making that read is so dangerous. Like, who would opt to press a button in that exact scenario?
Yeah, man, Higuchi, he really felt it right, and it feels like DCQ likes to get that Bomaye in, that back heavy kick to get the big plus frames, but man, what a call out. Now, we hop back over to Group C, where Goichi has the potential to qualify into the final stage of EWC, but standing in his way is this
He already qualified.
NL, never lose. This is the time to live up to that name.
Momentum definitely plays a significant factor here going into like match after match, right? We talked about Goichi and the way he played against Tokido looking like a different type of
He
player,
lost.
willing to throw out the DIs, willing to throw out some of the grind.
They have a start for unsuccessful anti-air.
Surely he's coming in from the lower bracket. I get that, but like as of these last
And
rounds, he's taking down like
for NL.
high-end NA players.
I hope he can win
He's
this
taking
time.
down a plethora of high-end players here.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a real test towards NL.
If he gets his EXDPs baited, and just going to die. Because he does like doing it.
Here on this particular stage, where it matters the most to get into the next phase.
Yeah, I feel like NL after day one, if I'm not mistaken, he took to Twitter and he talked about how he was more playing not to lose rather than to win, right? And he really identified that in his play style, and it's kind of what led him to get into the round robin stage rather than qualify directly into the main event. So we'll see what adjustments he makes, if the confidence is really going to exude out. But Goichi, he's that same type of player, right? Confidence always on display here. He's always thinking that he's got the right decision, and he is a student of the game, right? It's not just about the natural reaction talent or his affinity for fighting games, his dexterous fingers. He is a student. He studies that. That's what separates these elite level players with talent from players that don't put in the hard work.
That is facts, man. There's so much to digest in this game. On top of that, being able to understand the psychology of other players, what's going on in players, what's going on in their mental, and what decisions they want to make. That is something that's almost unteachable sometimes. Popular character in the meta, arguably within the top 5 by a plethora of different players all across the region. How does this fare up against Chun-Li, who has such control over the Shoto archetype?
Yeah, man, I've always been a big believer in Chun-Li in this game, right? So I think maybe a little biased, I kind of overrate her a little bit, or maybe I'm just right, who knows? But either way...
You're right, Range. Chun-Li is very strong.
And against Akuma, it's a little
very annoying too.
When it comes to Akuma, right? Especially like if NL wants to do any...
I don't even know what Ken was supposed to do against her in SF5, honestly. I really don't know what I was supposed to do against that character. I was even like me versus Shogun was even close. When I used to fight him in SF5, she felt kind of it wasn't supposed to be. Yes, Hadouken. That's really you can punish that button. Oh no. Doesn't have the life lead or the drive gauge lead or the super lead. It is in a bad situation, but nice. Up. That EXDP did you just put NL back behind in life lead. Sometimes I have to just think about the hit that he just got. If we were to take a wake up EXDP, will it give them back the lead or not? Those things also matter sometimes. Ooh, very, very delayed throw. Like 8 frames. He had the right option, but Adamant Flame is a bit slow. It's not like Suppressor. You do drive rush. Doom, doom. Yeba! Chun-Li. Weird move. He was in control, but he got Chun-Li.
At half the cost. Not bad. Yeah. 1 bar only. So, keeping in mind, while we're in this space right here, NL, he goes for really early air
to anticipate Goichi trying to go for an anti-air. Then he spent the 3 bars and couldn't get the combo of it. That is unfortunate.
Kind of more of wishful thinking rather than trying to anticipate or react to NL. That right there, right? That's gonna be
Goichi was twitching to input that DP. You could see Chun-Li just that angle, man. That Akira / Luke angle from SF5. Why did they have to put it in this game? Why? Why? I don't understand. Jumps were fine in that game. Everything was fine. Like he jumped. If I react on time, let them get anti-air. That's the rule of nature. Jump, get anti-air if I'm ready. So what if I'm ready like almost 100% of the time? It doesn't matter. It's on you for jumping, you know. He did. Tried to fast forward, but forgot I was already caught up. So pressing fast forward just winds it.
Yeah, and I'm so glad that you mentioned that, right? We talked about Goichi kind of being forced to a halt because of the early air fireball, which gives NL the green light for the demon raid.
It's good to build Mori against that. After Ishimi Chun-Li just crack. Don't stand. If you stand, you're letting her get away with. Oh. Nice conversion. Medium punch into heavy punch. Beautiful if punish. That was on reaction. Another overhead. Just do it. It's not too bad. Like I said, if they beat his EXD pieces, he's screwed. Goichi beated it again. You're looking for it again.
Letting the fireballs do the talking, or at least utilizing the most of that space too. Goichi willing to kind of just back away because of the fact he has like 2.5, now at 3 bars for the drive gauge.
Too hard one. Just have to it's confirmed. There's block or so counter. Nice. Tatsumaki. Oh. Why? Why NL? And he doesn't have the OS. He doesn't have the whiff like kick OS. Okay. Respect.
Dashed up forward and was still within range for an overhead? Can't do that. You're not Giannis. You're not going to have court to the basket.
Sure, you can. Started doing it, but as well keep doing it because clearly he wants to instill the fear of you not doing it by blocking all the time. Boom! Side switch. Oh, I thought he would do the one with the heavy kick, but this one is closer to the corner. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Bam, bam, bam. Sure, you can. Level 3. For extra delay throw. Beautiful. Never lose. Because for instance, people love doing some people love doing tech now. To tech throws to get the drive gauge back. And if anyone went for a throw and this guy teched, he would have gone out of burnout sooner and then would be screwed. But if anyone wanted, he could have gone for extra delayed throw so that he will be the one taking and he will be the one getting his meter back instead of see how the guy is twitching. He's like waiting, looking for whether it's an actual jump or a demon flip.
Damn, that's a lot of damage for the drive gauge, but NL, he's still looking rather dry himself. Indeed. Both players now,
Red. Best you can just do is do normal jump into dive kick. Since I think Goichi is reacting to and now oh, he forgot to crouch again. Yes. Oh, Hado. I was afraid I wasn't going to kill. Without the tattoo. Knowing this game's weird scaling, it probably does more damage without the tattoo. Anyway, what are the two guys watching? I'm curious. Is it Toby, Sphinx, Excellence? Comment now, let me see. Except no, I'm not talking, just talking to myself all this time. Technically, I'm talking to the people that might also watch later. Level 2. Yeah, he had to level 3. Doesn't want to let it go. He knows that I'm used to forwarding. I can't forward because it's extreme. I'm live, so caught up.
Because he had that same opportunity to spin meter against Tokido, and he actually saved it and managed to take it to the other round while still securing this one. He didn't want to take that chance against NL. He's like, I'll just spin the meter.
But he's just letting it fly.
Yeah, bro, let's not give that opportunity.
He's definitely using super. Oh, what punished the hell out of that? How often do you see NL actually try to go for something that dangerous?
Exactly right. I felt like time froze for that second. Just so rare to see NL actually whip the crouch medium kick like that. Goichi took full advantage now, has him low, but the demon is lurking in the shadows, don't forget.
Start crouching after that, man. Grab onto him out there. Deep drive rush. Deep. See how he even picked up the bottle like style, like got through it and grabbed it. Guys, he's confident.
Just snuck in there, and yeah, the hit stop plus the screen freeze from the driver's cancel makes DI very easily counterable.
Oh, he should have gone for it because that's why he's doing the exhibit to get you off him.
To do it, to be honest with you, man, I think that's a strategy that he's used against Tokido to make it work, right? Okay, we got the demon flip chop, pass the fireball. That's one way around it.
That thing is that thing is so annoying.
He's using it just enough to
Beautiful.
where isn't prepared every time he pulls it out, right?
Hey, that was optimal because he's doing his drive gauge.
And then you see You'll be so precise with the anti-airs. I love it.
And that was so expensive. 2 punish counters in a row against NL, right? He has to walk it
Screw
out,
them,
man.
man. You can't react to it. It's just doing preemptive.
Just eating all kinds of fireballs right now.
Ooh! And now, never lose. What? Because you can't react to it, so he probably reacted to go one walking forward and then press the medium kick. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Cut the crouching medium kick start off. Very nice. I hate when that happens. He wants to grab that driving part. Messed up the confirm. Even though your health is Akuma's health, you're still alive, bro. Don't worry. Last time Goichi went for like 2 throws. Yep. Third one, you like shimmy or something. That's tough because he did the hands, crouching hard punch, which can lead into driving impact or overhead. So Enan was already spending his mental energy looking for those 2 things. The next thing, this guy did crouching down punch drive.
You can tell Goichi playing very safe right now. He is 1 round away from getting into that main event, that top 16.
That's right, yeah. I mean,
Ooh. Reacting to those walk up forwards very well.
The touch of the rope.
Dirty, dirty, dirty. I'll tell you what. This
Nice.
And now he's cooking right now. He's got his apron on, but Goichi putting a stop to it.
Still backing away, taking advantage of the fact that he does have level 3 on deck. NL is not allowed to throw a fire.
I think
Okay.
NL should take advantage of that.
OD's fine.
Demon flip into heavy dive kick. Because Goichi doesn't anti when he sees the animation of demon flip. Woo! Nice defense by NL. Now he has a drive gauge lead, but it doesn't really matter because he's fighting this woman that has level 2 that can pass through your fireball. Now she puts him.
Again, Goichi, the well is filled with the H2O, brother. Oh, and he gets him opened up. Goichi.
Sorry, I know. Good! What are these people doing to me? This one money does to you. This was stress, tension, and like huge price pool will do to you, man. I can't remember what happened. Goichi dropped the combo, but see, Enan was holding his head, but like he was like, ah, it's over. But his hand was still on the stick. He was still looking at the screen, which you have to wait. Because you could have I've lost plenty times by just thinking that you got the combo, I'm going to die. But actually, he drops the combo. Then I could have had a chance by now, but Jabim had that problem, unfortunately. In that Capcom Cup, that was very unfortunate.
Like, oh, I just got a game off of a fluke. This happens in fighting games, right? So NL here going back at it, up against Goichi, a final game. And again, if Goichi takes the dub, he is in top 16.
That statement alone is probably why we're seeing.
I know. Now Goichi will start doing EXDQs. That was beautiful.
The damage and the meter, very impactful too. I gotta find a different word, Range. I'll tell you what. I'm not gonna lie to you, fam. Looking real sus on my
One good benefit of having a down input. Yep, I knew it. He threw out that previous game, he didn't do it. Like, I showed you I had it, so I won't do it now. And then later. Yep. The reversals are coming out now. And now has became tired of beating him. Should have just kept on doing it. Oh goodness. It was good that NL block confirmed that. Because Akuma that just assumed that we hit. Ooh, let's go. He has fireball drive rush too. Tatsumaki. Let's go NL. Which already has money, so I can't really. I mean, he's good. I don't want to be biased. I mean, if the better player wins, I'm fine with it. You know, which is what usually happens. But whoever plays better will win. But I want NL to win because he hasn't had a big win before. It was close in Capcom Cup. Now it's going full aggression right now. He was hoping all those jumps will make him forget about anti-airing. but that's good. Just go for it. Oh, I hope he was watching the Tokido match. Because double jab into Shimi will catch Goichi dead. And level 1 is enough too. You don't even have to level 1. That is not good. That is not good because now he has full bar against Akuma. Leading edge Akuma. And he can pass through Akuma's fireball. So. Ooh! Don't spend it yet, sir. Don't spend it yet. Let's go. Uchi has conditioned NL, man. He conditioned him. He's afraid of meeting him. That you can't do that. You can't do that then.
We finally see it come out right. Goichi's been holstering that option this whole time. And now another throw established. Oh, and the rhythm, he didn't confirm it though. He was a little teetering on those 3 bars, right? Didn't want to confirm. The driver's cancel, but he gets it. Looked like a mistake from NL. So unfortunate. But Goichi is going to benefit and go into top 16. Man, there was a lot of flubbing in that set, man. There was a lot of
you wanted a Hadouken or something, air fireball or something, and you got a heavy punch. The stress is too much, man.
Goichi somehow again clutches it out in the end, and he's got a second main event, a second top 16 in EWC in a different game. My goodness, man, he is one of the GOATs.
He deserved the win. He conditioned NL, man. He conditioned him with those EXDPs, with those reversals. He discouraged him. You have to keep on going, man. Because they won't do it on every knockdown. They can't do it on every knockdown.
Obviously, we gotta address the elephant in the room. That was easily an error on the jump fireball. You saw it mad early, jump fierce. You even see it on the player cam right now.
I hate when people lose based on error. I mean, you can get red, you can get predicted on, like, they can read you, they can outplay you, things like that. But if you make the mistake, like you just mess one input up, just sucks. So UG's NL. Sorry. Oh, Goichi is getting more moolah.
That still is unfortunate that NL went out on an error like that. But I do think Goichi was scheming to not get hit by the air fireball once again. Man, oh man, what a performance. Goichi, again, we talked about one of the most expressive players in the game, while one of the most calm, cool, collected guys is coming up right now. DCQ.
That was a very cool hitbox.
Coming up right now, baby.
This is Pugera.
Anticipated matchups of the day, I feel like, amongst ourselves, amongst the commentators, and even some of the staff. Mostly because of the big, bald man. We got Sagat potentially on deck with Pugera, facing off against DCQ. Now, if it's Bison, I think we could definitely handle that matchup.
Let me see if what happens if it's the lighting will still be okay if I open the curtains, because I don't like this dark. Let me enjoy the sunshine before it goes, before nighttime comes.
But DCQ, honestly, man, after that 3-game comeback, or almost 3-game comeback up against Higuchi with the Bison, I have to imagine he's going to go with the tried and true from here. But it would be interesting to see. And then Pugera has been sticking with the Sagat time in, time out, even up against a legend of the character like Bonchan. Yes. So it looks like we're not going to get any different right now.
Yeah, the damage output that Sagat has, the amount of carry he does have just off of the drive rush cancels and some of his combos, pretty damn good, pretty damn intimidating, especially with what he gets afterwards. He's able to clear the space so well with not even just like Tiger Knees, but also the threat of drive rush forward, right? There's been so many instances where he could kind of delay his normals, go up into your face to go withstanding medium punch to have him hella plus, or even go down below with low medium kick. Despite it not being cancelable, it's still just as much of a threat.
Yeah, absolutely, right? Like, especially after you just want to poke him on it with the drive rush. I got to double check the frames, but yeah, man, crouch medium kick here, right? Yeah, -2 on block, so even on the drive rush, if the crouch medium kick's blocked, you're still +2. You're usually in throw range as well. So yeah, Sagat, I mean, he's definitely got plenty of ways to bully, right? I think that's what's catching some people off guard too. Pugera is not a stubborn old Sagat player, like tried to play the character how he's traditionally played, right? He's really embraced the Street Fighter 6 iteration of him, trying to
not bad now.
trying to work that drive
so
range
down.
get the big target
Let
combo
me see if I can
confirmed,
open it a
and
bit.
then once he's got a nice hefty lead, then you gotta try to jump the fireball, so have the DP ready. We've already seen him be very good on the anti-air choice as well, right? He's got good judgment on when to use which DP, light, medium, and heavy. They all vary very differently. And I want to see if he's gonna bust out some air-to-airs too. I know Sagat's have been talking about how good his air-to-air options are, and with the anti-air being suspect in some ranges, that could definitely be a route he goes for.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised, right? Like, why risk doing a 10-frame DP and having it whiff when you can just do an immediate jump roundhouse to cause that juggle state and possibly juggle with a heavy DP because of how much range it has, right? So a lot of decision-making to make when it comes to airborne approaches. He doesn't have that much time. He doesn't have as much time as a normal character because of the fact that his hurt box is just that much taller.
Yes.
So with that in mind, let's see if Pugera also sets up some of the, I want to say, like, Tiger knee traps, right? Mickey was definitely susceptible to a few of them, trying to parry some of them, get a little bit greedy.
True.
Fact of the matter is, it is highly susceptible to drive impact.
Indeed, man. So we'll see how much DCQ represents that option. Beautiful counter poke right there. Special behind.
Number 1 Shadow Lu versus number 2 Shadow Lu.
I say it every time I see media kicking it. I'm not gonna lie to you. That target combo, kick the tree.
I guess the guy should be stronger than, like, he's stronger than both Vega and Vega and what's his name, Balrog, or Bison and Balrog, I guess. That's the original. The actual names, Floy is Balrog and Boxer is actually Bison. Mike Bison instead of Mike Tyson. Tiger Upper.
So much space created off of that OD Tiger uppercut. This jump out is huge.
Indeed, right? Caught DCQ committing to that fierce. Whoa, yeah.
Firm.
Once Buzz, he put himself in burnout. He's just so confident. Yeah. That's still
Pepper
plus
without
2,
feel.
and it's a 6-frame normal. It's going to trade
That's
with
hindsight.
4 framers every time and give Sagat a big combo.
Yeah, Justin was talking about that exact normal as well.
These guys' legs are long.
You're going to be just fine. Just don't press a button.
Punish
However, what
fireball.
happens if he just does one, goes for a throw? I like that. Disrupt the offensive pressure.
Trying to snipe the walk back as well, but can't quite.
We see this in the match with Mickey. Mickey is normally, like, one good thing about him was that he was very aware. He knew what he was playing. He knew what he was playing against. When he met Pugera's Sagat, he wasn't ready because he doesn't know the matchup, which sucks. After 2 throws, he's dead. 2 more throws is all it takes. 1. Dum dum. Second one. Dum dum.
Opting to go for normals. I wonder if critical art on wake up would have. Yeah, it definitely would have killed actually. My man hits mad hard. Oh my.
Sniped. Beat him to the button, literally. Now, yeah, trying to put that plus frames on him along with the mine, right? Oh, the stayed medium kick target combo gets rid of it.
Trade. You would have even bumped him out if anything. Or close to burn.
Oh my god!
Eventually, always hits. I want the CQ to win, but that overhead just brings. It does not bring happy memories. It does not bring happy memories at all.
He's had a lot of momentum, right? He was down 2-0 against Higuchi on the JP, switched to the Bison, took it to the final game.
Giving you the
oh my goodness, the
bro.
shades.
Shades indoor.
Quite the head scratcher indeed, Pugera. What do you do against the way that DCQ has
There's
been
the
playing
bright lights
against
can
your
be a
Sagat?
problem.
And Pugera, he's had full faith in the Sagat, right? This is going to be one of his last chances at survival, though. He still has to close out.
No, I don't know why some people even hit on that. Shades indoors. I'm sure it's kind of pointless, but kind of like ripped jeans. Just want to look cool, I guess. It's fine. Great. Good lord. Good lord. Person doesn't have the XDP, so susceptible to all the drivers shenanigans. But
Another back heavy kick, I think.
Yeah, not meaty enough.
Yeah, it's got a long startup, right? But it's got the plus frame, so Bisons tend to get greedy with it a little bit.
Swept that for a punish counter. Try to do it again. Because DCQ missed that opportunity, right? Those high tiger shots, you can crouch, you can get a big punish counter off of it. I wonder if
most people want Pugera to win because actually should I be showing the charts?
We'll see, considering neck
He
a little
just
bit shorter.
better
DCQ
position
tries
himself.
that option. Right now, though, the parry gets thrown. Big damage. And then again, just bullying him up. 3 mediums into the crouch medium punch afterwards.
Some people want Sagat to win because
That's a tied-up ball game.
Look at him.
it's the only Sagat there. Bonchan and one guys in the top 16 isn't going to face Sagat. I don't think so.
And yeah, after the state medium punch right there, crouching medium punch from
But
Sagat.
they'd rather see a new character rather than just another
So
Bison.
if you try to press like a medium from that range, which a lot of people like to do, you're gonna get counter hit like we just saw. Of course, like the fastest medium buttons are usually like 6 frames. There's some special cases, can be back medium punch, first hit of jury stand medium kick, but for the most part, it's gonna be 6 at the fastest.
A little side note, what I like the most about it is Pugera took a micro step forward to instill that if he does medium punch a couple more times, he's still within range in case the trade does happen.
Great point. Now DCQ though, back to business. My goodness, all the purple stuff. Baits out the DP. All right, Sagat, we gotta go next to the round. We go.
Damn, son. That's a gamble Pugera is willing to take. I mean, decent amount of damage. It forces Bison so far out there with the Tiger Uppercut, and I really like that choice, but you can't be doing it too liberally, I'll tell you what.
Yeah. Definitely, you can feel the consequences. And there you see now Pugera switching it up a little bit. One stand medium punch into the throw. That makes trying to parry the second stand medium punch very scary too, right? That you get a punish counter thrown. It's not a good look.
Oh! He sniped out that crouching medium punch so far away. Again!
What did he get hit by? I wasn't paying attention.
He sniped out that crouching medium punch so far away.
Ooh, overhead again. Ease what he eats.
Oh my goodness, you gotta commit all the way because why wouldn't you? The Bison, the Mahe, shoutouts IFC Yipes is gonna be 2-1 DCQ.
Damn, he grabbed his head like a bowling ball right down the alley, quite literally.
That's pure track, right? He scored 300 on that one.
Yeah, man.
Oh my goodness, bro. DCQ roaring back yet again here.
Strange after that. Slight contact. We get the charge combo off of the heavy. Damn! Kind of sneaky. Oh,
Like there's so many situations where you can sneak that Tiger and I can already see it. Like when you're just on hit, just throw it out. You know? They have that to look for and they have drive rush to look for as well. And the Tiger shots. You know? Character will require a lot of drills.
Tiger uppercut. It's not your turn.
This character is sick.
You get harassing with that step kick now. Like you said, you wanted to see him sprinkle in some different options. Even the crouch medium kick.
If punishing the other medium kick, looks like it's going to be very annoying. I can't visually see hotboxes, but I can just tell. There's nothing under there. Level 2? Okay, no. Hey! Get us through the Tiger like.
How do you close it out? Just one more touch. DCQ has come back from this before.
Yeah, he's trying to harass.
Cause?
Oh, never mind. No magic. Mundane pixel.
The wind right out of your sails.
Legitimately.
I look right at you. I'm like, yeah. Yeah.
The mundane pixel.
I think because he hit the heavy punch so high up that it was less plus than he normally would be. So maybe you're looking for a delay button. Pugera pressed early.
It's going to be all on Higuchi taking down Pugera to actually close it out. If Pugera was this set, then the winner of Higuchi versus Pugera qualifies in the top 16.
DCQ.
Coming in. Damn, dude, I'm telling you, it's so awkward.
Uppercut.
Right? Coming out a little bit slower than most of the other counterpult moves that most Shotos have. But it's got that range to it, right? That's like the seesaw. It's like, sure, it's slower, but man, the range is so good.
Why is that move not punishable? You know, man, why aren't they taking Ken as an example? Ken literally has Dragon Lash. Everyone is plus, like Sagat. Medium is punishable. Light is punishable. Why not make Sagat? Oh no, tragic.
step at this
Back
point.
rush.
True.
Oh! It's gonna carry. We punish the light. Boom, boom.
I didn't see what strength it was.
Chipping the drive gauge.
After just holding down Pugera, but yeah, he didn't have anything.
Oh my god, he did the knee. So annoying. You can just get in. Why? He cracked. Cracked. He is in one touch range. And if Garage enter that,
What a way to start it off with crouching heavy punch from Pugera. Sorry, light kick, hello.
Light punch, I thought you were about to tell us how to do it.
sorry DCQ.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry man. He looked so overwhelmed. He looked so overwhelmed. GG's. You're so happy when you qualified too.
Our next match is going to
So
decide
happy.
Higuchi and Pugera who gets to the top 16, and somehow, some way, we managed to avoid tiebreakers all day. I really can't believe it.
I wonder what the next.
Talking about this day, we definitely thought we were going to get multiple tiebreakers here in a bunch of the groups, but we are not going to get a single one, man. Goichi took it to Group C, and then our next match, Higuchi versus Pugera, is going to decide. And of course, that's going to be after Tokido versus NL, right? We still got Tokido versus NL to determine who's going to get a higher placing and who gets more money. But of course, Higuchi and Pugera, which is dope because it's going to be the last match of the day, that's going to determine the final qualifier in the top 16.
Now, I heavily
Last match.
towards the very
Finally,
end,
because I'm actually getting tired of watching. Since my Tokido
almost all match with the exception of the very
Tokido
beginning
lost.
of game number 1. Mind you, that's the second time he had done the low step kick, and man, was it so important, especially if it's counter hit, right? You're still going to be able to get that link into uppercut into level 3. I'm genuinely surprised that he used it so sparingly, right? Like, that's such a great tool to check people's walk back over and over and over again, at least from like mid-range range, right? A lot of Sagat players just trying to take that space because of the lack of walk speed. But
why did they keep showing him now? They're just making me feel bad.
So much. That was like one of the most menacing things about Sagat on launch day.
Right after he beat
everybody was getting clipped by that drive rush.
Right after he beat Nephew to win it for the Falcons. Right, he took it well. He's used to it. You come, you might lose, you might win. You go back, practice, rinse and repeat, you know?
Incredible management of options from Pugera, but we're going to bounce back over to Group C.
But Matsu, Matsu is crazy. You could tell how much he matters to that guy.
Just to talk about the totals, right? For these two players,
Yeah, you can never know who can beat who.
is going to be what's on the line, right? But still, a very
Oh, they're fighting.
decent amount of pocket change, I'll tell you what.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. 15k is good.
So I'm talking about everybody getting paid.
15k is a very good amount of money.
All 48 players getting paid out.
They're all getting paid.
And right now here, we're going to see who gets a bit of a lion's share of their side of the prize pot between these two. But yeah, Tokido and NL, it's going to be a fun one, right? We most likely are going to see the Ken versus the Akuma. Maybe Tokido wants to experiment with a different character since he's not going to be able to qualify in the top 16 at this point. Maybe try some ideas that he was holding back on before. Could be the same for NL as well.
I genuinely actually haven't seen a lot from like NLCFN outside of Akuma. He could be playing on a different account, but yeah, I think Tokido is at liberty to kind of flex some of the other characters for the matchups. I mean, I feel like Ken going into Akuma feels a little disastrous. I mean, like we've seen other Ken players kind of thrive as like their secondary. I mean, Cryme being one of them, one of the prime examples, making reverse 3-0s with that Ken. We'll see whether or not Tokido is going to stick to that character when it comes to someone like NL. And you know he's got to be feeling some type of way with the way he felt towards Goichi, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely right. Both of these players maybe just trying to wash that bad taste out of their mouth, right? Going down to Goichi in the fashion, especially the way NL did, not getting that fireball that he wanted at the end. It was a little bit unfortunate. But of course, Tokido also looking to satisfy the fans, of course, one of the most popular fighting game players to ever exist. I love the fact that Fudo mentioned how Tokido is one of the players that really bridges the gap between the scene in Japan and the global scene, right? Tokido has always been one of the players early on that has traveled around the world, making it known that he is one of the top fighting game players. He's done it in a very charismatic fashion as well.
You do.
Building his fan base over the years, always rooting for this guy. And NL on the other hand as well, right? He has been a very strong competitor as well for a long time. Love seeing these two clash, even if they can't make it to the top 16.
I will say from like certain perspectives, when it comes to prepping for some of these events, we always highlight a lot of these players once we find out they're attending a certain major, etc. I feel like NL, he's had such really like sporadic results, in my opinion, whether it's like high-end top 8, just barely out of top 8. I want to see when he's going to have his real breakout moment, because it feels like he's always been on the cusp, right?
Yeah.
See, I know win something.
Tokido here.
We're trying for a while.
And it looks like we got some technical difficulties on stage, just trying to get that handled. And my mistake earlier, I kept calling the Chun-Li stand heavy kick the forward heavy kick. My mistake, everybody.
Yeah, that's the forward heavy kick is like the funky spin.
Yeah.
Mostly used to kind of like bait out throws or like whiff punish, or at least blow up a couple of lows. I had to think about that too. I was like, wait.
Yeah, apologies.
I don't remember.
It just it gets the forward momentum right, so I think about it. But nonetheless, Koichi definitely looking strong, has already qualified into top 16. And we're going to see right now who gets at that $5,000 prize increase between 15 and 10K. Of course, so many fans in the building as well. So yeah, Japan came out in full force to support so many of their players.
Crazy that they actually flew out so many of these fans. I mean, I guess it's because people were complaining about they were complaining that that the EWC crowd was not hype. They weren't loud enough. Blah 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 blah. They don't really follow the game, so they just literally imported fans, which is cool. It's very cool.
Feeling some type of way, but again, as we had mentioned prior, right, we're taking a good look at some of the fans that have been actively supporting pretty much a lot of the players here, right? I think not only are they just wearing the jerseys to represent their orgs and represent their clubs, they've actually been cheering on a lot of different players from a lot of different countries as well. So you know,
is it somebody asking Jam question? Why is no one picking the swimsuit skins?
Absolutely right. Everybody's been on full display. We're getting
They're in Saudi, bro.
Everybody, Reject fans, Zeta fans, everybody has been in the building here supporting their favorite players, getting jump scared by the camera a little bit as well.
Actually, wouldn't mind if they bring back those tracksuit skins. Because I want to get my junior brother into the game, but when my Shiranui is walking around half naked, can't really do that kind of.
Well, that's a big Tokido fan right there.
That's especially gotta hit like the submit your artwork contest.
This proof is literally like an ultimate disc or something. They keep showing this guy and he keeps making this serious look.
I want the camera time, brother. I'm the star of this tag team.
They are sitting very close to each other, right?
I'm telling you, he's like, I'm the star of this tag team. But we are a tag team at the end of the day. Whole lot of players in the building. You can see the Tokido face.
See that guy doing his Tokido number one, whatchamacallit.
Oh, it looks like, yeah, he's going to another controller. It seems like the default one has too many issues right now. So going to a hitbox to try to get this game going and secure that extra $5 grand.
So he still carries around 2 hitboxes, huh?
You know what? That's true. Yeah, I forgot that he had been doing that for quite some time.
I thought
yeah,
that was mad funny.
before he used to carry stick.
Got like one flexing his one on each arm, flexing his biceps on the way out. I'm like, man.
It was a stick for Akuma and a hitbox for Urien. She carried it like this. Carried the stick like this and the what they call it on the other hand. Hitbox on the other hand. But now he has fully integrated. I wonder if I should move to hitbox too. I have to find the time to do that. So. But people like Blaz and Crimea and Punk and Knuckle, they're all playing on par and they're doing very well. Mena already, of course, I don't forget about Mena. So you don't really need hitbox.
Mentally but physically as well, so giving yourself the best opportunity to really harness that, or I should say weather that storm, is really good.
Those quick super inputs and like those process inputs in general, it is nice. If you're pressing down forward or getting down forward, not that on pad where sometimes you may feel like you're pressing down forward, but you actually.
Squat rack in the back. There's definitely like a barbell there, so he's got like the weights on the side as well. So
it's taking too long now. Come on.
I wonder if he gives any regiments where it's like every time I don't counter a DI, I gotta hit 10 on the bench real quick, you know what I mean? 10 sit-ups. I wonder if that's part of his regimen, of course. But Tokido looking phenomenal as always here as we try to get his his issues handled. And waiting patiently in the wings with that Akuma, you gotta imagine that he is wanting, he's just bloodthirsty here to get a dub after the way the last match ended.
It's a little daunting too, just to kind of rehash on that topic you mentioned. Having to do like a set amount of exercises based off of your performance, that's kind of rough, man. Like if he's got to do like full-on reps per DI missed, guess what, man? Yeah. He's got a lot of stuff to do to hit that gym. He's going to be hitting a full regimen. Your push day is today, son.
We shall see now. So Kido, of course, again, making sure everything is handled. But thank you all for joining us here at the Esports World Cup, of course. This is the day before the finals, where everybody's going to get in the top 16. And remember, that top 16 is going to be single elimination, first to 5 sets. Going to be dope. A whole lot of the bracket has already been decided as well, right? We only got one more player left to decide in that top 16. It's going to be Higuchi versus Fugera in a minute. I believe the EWC website has been keeping the bracket updated as well. So if you're looking to check out what's going to happen tomorrow in your downtime, that is definitely, or this is definitely the time to do it.
Yeah. Definitely going to be breaking the immersion here. Man, it's Capcom Cup all over again, huh, Rance?
I know. I was
you know what I'm saying?
It's so fitting that it's us two once again. Oh, man. But yes, indeed,
if you
right?
You know.
Yeah. Of course, yeah, and Goichi also qualifying in. So we got a couple of people I wanted to talk about the Jafonzo Award again, right? The Jafonzo Award is a extra $50,000 to the person who qualifies into the main event via LCQ and then goes on to win the main event, right? It's named after Jafonzo, who did that last year in EAFC, and it gets an extra $50,000. And 2 players are already qualified from that LCQ into it, right? Matsu and Goichi are up for that if they manage to take home the entirety of top 16 tomorrow.
Pretty significant. And talking about top 16, that's where some of the clubs can also accumulate even more points, if I'm not mistaken, right? Although Falcons have won the club championship, there's still wiggle room within the rankings to gain a little bit more for the clubs that they're a part of. So there is that incentive to score as high as possible. I mean, obviously, everybody and their moms wants to get that #1 spot, not only for the prize pool, but also the big prestige of being claimed as the EWC champion of this year, right? When it comes to winning these championships and winning these titles, it goes such a long way. It gives you that legacy, right?
Nicely.
Going forward in every single conversation, whether you're a player, spectator, or a commentator, you're going to be talking about this person being the EWC champion.
Precisely, right? That is one of the big tournaments in our fighting game community. One of the ones I think the entire community considers a world championship, right? On the level of stuff like Capcom Cup, on the level of stuff like EVO. EWC is right there in that tier. So it is a huge gain, a huge boost to not only your notoriety, but just in general, your morale, your confidence to take home a tournament like this. It was such a unique format at the end as well, right? Where it's going to be single elimination, first to 5, extended sets, which is what everybody loves in Street Fighter and fighting games in general.
Kind of going into who had qualified into that phase where they have to face off against each other in that single elimination bracket. Now, let's rehash a little bit of Group A and Group B, just in case folks are just tuning in while we settle this technical difficulty. Group A, we had Kawano, Big Bird, Noah the Prodigy. Kawano was the one that made it entirely out of that pool. Is that something that lined up with your personal prediction?
Kawano, you know, I thought that group was going to go to a tiebreaker on the first one. I thought Noah was going to be able to sneak a win in there while the other two kind of took each other out. And I thought we were going to go again, but I did think Kawano was going to win the second time around. So kind of yes, kind of no, because I thought there was going to be a tiebreaker, but I did think Kawano would come out of that on top. I'll tell you who I didn't think was going to come out on top is Group B, right? Oh, before we get to that, though, you can see the match difference and the game difference. Kawano, very strong. Look at this, bro. Game 6-1, rounds 13-16, literally doubling the rounds won from anybody else. Big differences and just a complete convincing win to make it out of the group.
Yeah. And a lot of the guys, too, in the back, we're definitely talking about the wall of Kawano, which we'll hash out a little bit more. But Group B is also something that took us severely by surprise. Matsu is playing out of his mind. He had dissected both Punk and Moke to a very severe degree, to the point where we're like, damn, I didn't know Kimberly could move like that.
Legit, man, right? And it's a big credit to Matsu where he didn't feel like it kind of took the strategies from day one into this day, right? You even saw Punk tweet about it, how he felt like Matsu changed his playstyle heavily in the set against him, and that's just great awareness of and respect for your opponent, right? Matsu, I think, tends to try to overwhelm and smother players, but he knows Punk's reactions are super good. He can maybe use that against him a little bit. Maybe he can't just rush him straight down, but he picked his spots so well to take down somebody who has extreme Kimberly experience, and then Moke on the other end as well, right? Punk managed to take him down, had the opportunity to maybe get the tiebreaker going, but Matsu shut down Moke as well, man. It was an incredible display of Kimberly.
Quite the statement to make also. With the accolades he has playing in online atmospheres within Japan, in this exact group, you would technically call him the dark horse. So, especially with the character selection as well. Like Kimberly, sure, she's got pretty much like a risen stock this season, right? You see that, especially if you're within like the NA region, you're definitely paying attention to cats like Shine. You're definitely paying attention to cats like Psycho, both obviously within the realm of EWC. So it's actually quite surprising to see this kind of shift in the power balance thus far through a different player that we don't have that much experience in viewing, if you're within like the NA region, and sometimes I will say maybe even in the European regions as well.
Yeah, absolutely right. Matsu really put a great display of Kimberly on, and the character is a little bit underrepresented at top level. We have a couple of top players for Kimberly, right? We've seen Matsu, we saw Shine, Psycho, Salty Kid out in Europe as well, right? But it seemed like Matsu just had a different handle on the character than everybody else. Like, he really brought a different flavor to the table, and I think that's what caught
I think they're ready now.
right? Punk has had so much experience
Yeah,
in
they're ready.
matches against Kimberly with that Psycho Shine style that Matsu was able to just really flip those expectations on his head and play completely differently. It was a very impressive showing, but it looks like maybe Tokido has gone back to the stage. Hopefully we get this match quickly, but yeah, I'm very impressed with Matsu. Punk unfortunately falling short, right? That breaks a lot of the NA folks' heart. Noah also falling short, so I don't believe there's going to be an NA representative in that top 16. Hold that, us.
So hold that, us.
Don't look at me when you say that.
Directly into your soul. Pure eye contact on that one. Oh, man. It be like that. It be like that sometimes, you know.
I'll be real raw with it. That sucks, man. we obviously don't like to show bias here, but at the end of the day, once they're out and eliminated, we can express our feelings, right? We're allowed to do that.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? But, of course, we have a bunch of phenomenal players that I'm looking forward to watch tomorrow in top 16. I love these players almost as much as the NA players, so it's definitely going to be a fun show tomorrow as we look to get settled here. It looks like we've got a stick working. We are going to get a quick button check before we actually get it all settled to make doubly sure that we're going to be good to go here. And again, Tokido versus Ed now is going to be the difference between a $15,000 and $10,000 reward. Of course, the Falcons already secured the big dub. Maybe Tokido can get some points off a reject, but I think you have to get top 8. So because of that, it's actually 8 points gained from reject side. I could be wrong about that. Apologies if I am, but I think that's how it's going to work.
We could get that confirmation later on.
Yeah, absolutely.
So with that in mind, again, still, despite the pressure not necessarily being like all the way for the, what in the heck is that, Mago?
That does look like Mago.
Okay.
Sleepy Mago.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Thought process, yes. Despite not making it into top 16, right, there's still going to be so much more to kind of like gain in this exact atmosphere, like facing off against someone like NL. You have that footage, right? You're going to have extra money in the bank if you do get that W. But at the end of the day, right now, it feels like there's just a bit of pride still. Like, I don't ever get to see like Tokido versus NL
Just gets
that
a nice
often,
match.
right? Outside of like
5K,
big stages.
5K money.
At the end of the day, nobody that's picking up a controller to play a fighting game wants to lose, right? So best believe both of these players are going to come into this one with full energy, full effort to take home the W. And it looks like we are going to get into it now. I believe our button check is over. We are back at it again. Tokido versus Ed now. The difference between 15 and 10K coming at you hot and heavy.
Here we go. Battle of the Shotos, game 1, Tokido
Nice.
versus NL.
Actually caught up the work forward. Too bad they didn't confirm it to be pinned.
Here we already started slow, right? Nobody wants to overcommit.
Assuming that's the hitbox issue. Thing about hitboxes, you always have to be precise.
On the door a little bit, does get the trade off.
But I'll just be holding forward and roll down and up and I'll get my
with reactions, right? Hence why
How minus is that thing? Has to be punishable by Ken, right? Because Kimberly was punishing NL with star medium kick when Shine was playing. Oh, part of the drive gauges. Oh, he didn't confirm that again. To the corner we go. Try and stop me. Empty jump. Oh no, he wasn't in the corner yet. But he's out now. But he's back in. It's usually the perfect parody, but it didn't matter because this guy could do Adamant Flame to catch the drive rush check. Street Fighter 6. If he did like kick EX or some calling into level 2, that would have killed, but it's hard to be ready. And he counter hits so. That'd be nice if you got it. Bro. Oh, back throw too. That is good. Oh, 0 on block. Ooh, nice walk.
I was gonna say that felt a little late. And then, what in the heck is happening? Alrighty then. Back into it, guys.
I think his hitbox is not fixed. I think it's safe to say that. Because 2 times he did walk up, 2 jabs, no DP came out. DP didn't come out. Second time, or the third time, he did the same 2 jabs, but this time he tried to do the DP and got level 3. That cannot be pleasant. That cannot be pleasant. Sure, he's frustrated, but you have to just hold yourself. Even the controller is not what you want it to be. Nice 2-frame delay throw to catch the walk back, Shimi. Nice heavy. See, the one thing about Jinra is it's good though, but it gives us the bad habit of not hit confirming our heavy punch. Because Ken, Tokido got this hit multiple times, but he didn't confirm it. And I have that issue too. Because before, we used to single confirm all the time. Crouch medium kick a lot. Oh my god, he's dead. He's dead. Come. Is it only Tokido's stick that is bad? Wait, you can't react to Dragon Lash. The light one. Let me check. I don't think you can react to it.
He ain't gonna be in Street
No
Fighter
way.
7. That's the kind of statement that's been made. Possibly. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to catch you.
Like it's like 12 frames or 14 frames startup. You can't react to it.
Yeah, and you can see tap and parry in reverse as well. Tokido going with some big button presses back. Held the parry that time. I got a ton of
Heavy kick. You knew. So you did like it to interrupt. Let's go to the corner. Optimal. You did it into heavy punch instead of chain buster. Oh, come on. I just opened another page for checking frame data, and all of a sudden this thing has entered slow motion. Yeah, let me close it. Can you imagine? Yep, it came back immediately. That's probably just a coincidence, sure. Sure you can. That's Maki. Sure you can. Sure you rapper. Ignite. Right. No. Jump. Sure you can. Boom. Walk back against the trace. It's a bit. Hey, look, I'm actually shimmying. Nope. Bro. Doom. That's a nice. Oh, he's dead. Akuma health. Like somebody else wouldn't have died there. Another person with high health. He started crouching medium kick, which has more skill. Tokido fan. Reject Tokido fan. Tokido is like the face of Reject. He used to be the face of FAV gaming too. That guy is the face of the whatever sponsor he. Just maybe if you join Beast, because Beast is even in the name is Daigo. Oh, boom. Oh, you good? Grab rush. It's like taking against Ken is a good point. It's a good thing. Don't know. People do it a lot. Don't allow him to start trying. Why? Okay, that now it wasn't because I opened that distance. Probably because somebody else is using the internet to watch Netflix or something HD.
Offensive drive reversal, keep him locked in the corner.
A lot of drive rushes. A lot of drive rushes into stand jab level 2 past the fireball. You already know what it is. Moving close to the corner as well.
Comeback. Oh, I was about to say comeback possible, but it was even dead.
I'm very surprised they gave him a wall spot off of level 2.
Yeah, definitely. It's a very interesting route. Some cool stuff.
Caught him walking back.
Always a saucy character. That's how they felt doing it. This time fades out the DPS.
Come on.
He starts with the adamant flame punish counter. Big damage.
Jesus. Off of 2 bars?
That's that lemon pepper
Nice.
combo, but this time we got the perfect parry as well.
Come on, man.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Damn! Do it again!
He tapped the parry. It was not looking for the overhead again. So
Oh,
the recovery got
it's go time to Kido. This how he usually
That is such a valid strategy. If you just think about
usually locks in when he's losing.
surely you get hit with an overhead.
Somebody said NL never lacking.
Action. And getting ready for it with the parry, right? So really, really smart stuff from NL.
Ooh, thank God, I was thinking of EXDP in there. I've gotten hit. Still taking. But the thing is, I hate when that happened so much. Everything was going well, but oh, sure you can, he whiffed, and then everything is going downhill.
Crossed up DP alleviates that.
Yeah. Big sweep punish. My goodness. And now showing out now. Stuffs the opportunity. Tokyo, he didn't perfect carry that projectile, so he's blocked into more blocks
What?
than he was expecting. And now below that 3-bar threshold, didn't want to commit the drive rush cancel.
Ha! So Kido knows to hold himself. He knows to hold himself.
Oh my, I thought he was, bro. Burn out only to get sniped out. NL set point.
A lot of mileage from specifically from that previous round.
Beautiful Tokido-san. What?
How do you come back from that? Changing up the time.
Beautiful punish. Tokido is locked in. Boom. The Angry Bird. Well, surprised he spent that OD meter. It was actually good because he still has the lead. Or rather, he's still close enough. Ah, see this.
Okay, maybe not now. Maybe not now.
No, yeah, he's been picking compact buttons and options, right? We don't see him.
Yes, he's dead. Please, level 2 be enough. Oh, yeah, it should be enough. It's Akuma. I don't know why he didn't do the Chimbos. When you drive rush combo from button twice as Ken, crash me, you drive rush into crushing hard punch, crash me down punch, drive rush again. It's better to go for Chimbo Star into the enhanced Dragon Lash. It does more damage because of the scaling. But if you do drive rush only once, then you can do crash me down punch into Tatsu, into the level 2. Then level 2 will do more damage in that situation. Nell doesn't want to lose it. Wants that extra 5,000. Boom, boom. Going to spend it. He wants the momentum. Un momentum. Will he take finally? But have EXDP there. He didn't take Tokido. On DP. Come on, come on. You know you can do it. Don't spend it.
But instead, NL ends up trading it out and confirms that $5,000 bonus to him, taking home 15K.
GG's, Tokido.
Incredible stuff from NL, able to close it out.
And he's smiling. You can't. At least if he's smiling, I won't feel as bad. You know. He knows the business he's in. He knows you can't win every time, and he knows you just keep going. GG's Tokido, GG's NL. At least NL got something, you know. Tokido doesn't really need that 5k. I know might need
Yeah,
it
even he knew it
more.
too. He's like,
Or he does need it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the way either of them wanted it to go out.
Right, that reaction was like, I know you're not at full strength right now. So like the dub doesn't feel that great. I'm sure.
Okay. Range actually caught. He's actually
I
reading
don't think it's the way
the body
either of them wanted
language.
it to go out.
Right, that reaction was like, I know you're not at full strength right now. So like, the dub doesn't feel that great. I'm sure you could tell. But nonetheless, a dub's a dub. 5K is
It's
5K.
nice.
So we
It's
can feel
nice.
good about that at the very least.
Big match. for
Get
both
up,
of these
best
players.
Iguchi.
More so because for us, because we get to see this matchup, Sagat versus Gal. But let's take a look at this interview standing by with our host, with Higuchi.
Our top 16 here
Oh,
for
she wearing a
contestants
kimono.
is almost
Or is that a lab
entirely
coat? I can't
set.
tell.
But this next match decides our last
Oh, it
player
looks good,
that is
sure.
going to make it in.
The
So we
sound does.
had to get a word before such an important
This
match.
guy looks like
Pugera,
Dudley. The Dudley
I
outfit,
have
you
to
know,
ask,
this
the fact that you've
was
actually
what they
been
call it,
playing with
suspenders.
Sagat up to this point.
Huh?
Sagat only recently came out, and you are the first player that we've seen use Sagat at such a high level on such a big stage. What made you go with the Sagat and gave you confidence to use him?
次に進む前にぜひ一言いただきたいんですけれども、本大会でスガットというような新しい新キャラクターを使われているのはお一人唯一の選手でいらっしゃると思うんですけれども、このようなメジャーな大きな大会でスガットというキャラクターを使われようと思ったのはどういうことだったんでしょうか。
今月の最初の方にサガットが実装されて、で、サウジアラビアに、出発する前にちょっとだけプレイしてから、サウジアラビアに出発したんですけど、なんかもう止まらなくてなんかそうですね、気づいたら今日なんですよね。
Somewhere just said Tokido lost to PS5. I don't think that's what he lost to. He did drop a lot, sure.
And right before I was departing to Saudi, I just played with it. And then, I couldn't stop playing it once I started it. And I now realize that I'm here. It's just like that.
My man's got locked in for Sagat. Then,
He's addicted to the
side,
Sagat, the
Higuchi,
tiger
before you
shots,
start off with your game,
tiger knees.
last up before when you were playing
long
against
pokes.
DCQ, you were up 2-0. The game almost slipped away from you. You had to come back. How did you conquer your nerves and bring the game back for a win?
はい、DCQ 選手に対して2-0で大変優勢だったというふうに思うんですけれ
Tried
ど
to
も、
grab the mic, this guy didn't let him go.
対戦相手が巻き返し、そこから危ういのではないかと思われたところでまた逆転劇を素晴らしく見せてくださったわけなんですけれども、どのようにして巻き返されたのでしょうか。
どのようにして、そうです、EWC 今回これでもう取り最後ということで、最後のゲームでゼータもね僕しか残ってなくてチームので、ガイルもね、僕しか残ってないんで、そういうちょっと重さもあるのかなというふうに思います。
Well, this is the last match in EWC, so I have lots of responsibility borne over my shoulders. I'm the only one for Zeta, and the other one as well. So, the sense of responsibility really,
Only Zeta guy, man.
really forced me.
Kakeru got.
Become a momentum, and for me.
Well, thank you very much, Higuchi. Thank you so much.
Kakeru was sick, man. Such a shame. I really hope he's okay, sure.
Pugera, Higuchi, you can take your spaces. Get ready to play. We are set. Riyadh, are you ready? We're all ready for it. Our final matchup to determine who goes to top 16 begins now.
This is it, ladies and gentlemen, the final match of the night, as said and exclaimed by our host. Didn't mean to leave Pugera out of that interview earlier, but this is what it's come down to, Sagat versus Guile.
Indeed, man. I can't believe Pugera's made it this far, right? One set away from qualifying into top 16 with a brand new character to Street Fighter 6, of course. Legacy from
I wonder what I changed. I pressed something on this mic. V-Ray. I don't know what it does, but I hope it's not negative. Let me listen to my stream and know what it is. Man, there's huge delay. You guys are seeing me like a minute in the past or something. Doesn't sound bad. Turned it back on, so yeah, how it sounds again. Actually sounds better with the V-Ray on whatever V-Ray is. I don't know. Keep it.
And one of the only things I can really think of that maybe Pugera has in his bag of tricks in regards to the Fireball War is I believe it's medium-high Tiger Shot, and then you can use OD Tiger Shot, right, to put two on the screen at once.
That's true.
So that is something maybe that he pulls out.
It's taking quite a while though.
Right, it's going to be 2 bars, so maybe he
It's
tries
valuable
to utilize that for like
practice
some checkmate
time.
moment, or when players
I'm missing
are low
out on.
health to try to just beat the Sonic Boom, out prioritize it. I need Rob to pronounce Pugera's name like this screen on the left. The Pugera.
Yeah,
I
think
that.
Femi would definitely do that.
Oh,
If he's
yeah.
gone with diggity diggity dogura, he could definitely do a Pugera one for sure.
I like that. I like that. Hopefully we get our host to do that tomorrow if Pugera is the one that ends up qualifying and taking that last spot in top 16, of course. But Higuchi is standing in his way, and his Higuchi
That's that record that this guy is using right now. That thing costs like 1 point something, maybe 2 point something million. But it's very good. It's like a gimbal, so it stabilizes your shots. No matter how you move it, stabilizes. But it's also very small, so it's very portable. You can shoot in 4K and can have its own. It has its own small screen. You know, it's very very convenient, but also expensive. So, unless you are making money from the media you're developing, don't think it's worth buying. You can just use your phone and a cheaper gimbal. Just put your phone on the gimbal and then record. It's taking too long. Come on.
The gist of what Sagat's about and what to look out for, but the way that Pugera's been playing, it's going to be very hard to put it all together at this stage of the game.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's been a bully style of game from Pugera, right?
The reject squad are cheering for Pugera, while Zeta of course is cheering for Higuchi. I guess just to be opposite. Well, Pugera did beat. Okay, Pugera beat any rejects player? I don't think so.
Confirming with the drive rush cancel with a big damage, and just relying on
Let's get a Team Liquid fan.
game, honestly, as a player,
Interesting. Team Liquid fan from Japan.
Interesting too. I want to see.
I didn't know they had players from Japan.
Some of the longer limbs outreach Guile going forward. I want to see whether or not Higuchi's going to be like if he's going to fall susceptible to some of the.
Finally, and it's a Guile match, so you know it's going to even take longer.
Pretty brand new to it as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
By default, everybody's going to be brand new to it.
Yeah, exactly right. I think that's why Pugera has been focusing on this simple style, right? He doesn't want
Credits, props to this Jeremy and Range. Imagine having to stall for this long. Like you have to what they call it, think about what to keep on saying as you're stalling for this thing to stop. Funniest part is when they've been stalling for so long, but then they finally think about something interesting to say that they want to say, but then the match will not begin. And then
that's going to be the biggest nuance
Yeah.
of this matchup.
You now have to cut it off and just
Let's see
continue
if that's going to be the opening
commentating.
gambit for Higuchi, whether
Right.
or not he's going to get into the main
We
stage.
go.
But not only that, if he's going to try to establish all the momentum just based off of that alone,
Sagat
find out.
versus
Sagat.
Really.
Again, this is gonna be
Apparently, he used to be girl a lot in SF2. Doesn't have the same Saga shots here. That was a trade.
The Sonic Boom's nice and early with that jump.
Yeah, and I like that too. Utilizing that
I don't even know who I want to win. Iguchi, I guess. Guerra has been 2-time, actually 3-time, I think. He has won an SFL championship at least 3 times. Twice Japan and once on the world stage. Or was it 3 times in Japan and once on the world stage? All I know is Good Squad has been killing it. So let Higuchi win something, right? If he plays better. Not that magic will just happen and Gucci will win. If he plays better, then
Because it was after the drive rush bazooka knee, right? Which I believe is most of the time 0. You could make it plus if you hit it very late, but it didn't look like that was the case there.
It's fair.
Damn,
What a punish counter. Knee-jerk reaction to the crouching medium punch. No pun intended.
Oh my, and then
Goodness,
Bulgara, though, he's
level
got that
2.
face like I
Okay.
told you, bruh. He's got a shrine to crouch medium punch built in his room.
It's just the hand. It's just the arm.
Time to burn out.
I get it.
He tried to do it actually, but tried to be reversal, but he got driving impact. He was expecting Gucci to do the heavy punch earlier.
I've never seen that shading before.
I know, right? Yeah.
Maybe in that situation, best thing you can do is just mash backdash and then react to the button hitting you immediately. But if they delay it, you backdash out of the way and you don't get hit by the delayed back hat
A little
of
bit
Gao.
of hesitancy. Bulgara.
Yeah, he's hesitant because Iguchi likes those EX flashes. Man, this Tiger knee is so annoying. At least don't give him Oki off of it. If you can just randomly throw it and not be punished on block, it has to be perfect parry. At least make it punishable.
Perfect parry, just not
Or he can't drive rush after it when he knocks you down. Doesn't get like immediate throw Oki, you know? Dead. Level 1? Okay. I don't know his combo routes. He wasn't afraid of the EX DP there.
Bulgara tied up the first game here. Both players not looking to give an inch.
Oh, that trade? Okay, I was going to say, he's not going to get enough time to get a crouching jab off of that, so I had to back away from it.
It's hard.
Oh man, both players here swinging.
All these medium kicks that's hard to whiff punish, eh? Kami, Bison, who else? My zone you can whiff punish, but this guy is part of them now. What was his name? Sagat. So Kami, Bison, Sagat. Why? Kimberly's is more whiff punishable, but I feel like as something that I can even cancel, it should be more whiff punishable than how it already is right. You know? Just be throwing that thing out.
That's not the name of the move, but I'll call it anyway.
That's repercussions.
Chip damage you get off of Fierce, right? 800, brother.
Yes, indeed. And now we're going to load up with a level 2 install here. Ooh, he tried to just throw a couple of baby booms right in, then
He
switch
didn't reverse because he was confident what he wanted after he Higuchi's pressure. Boom. You know, the longer the combo is doing, the more Higuchi's level 2 is just slowly draining away. Oh, is it? No, he's not dead. Too much scaling. Safe jump. He was worried about the perfect parry. Blade. Blade. Struck. Sonic Boom. Blade. Nice. Now you can dash. Yes, Blade. Enter. Blade beats whatever this guy wants to do. Perfect. Flash kick. That was good. That was good guy gameplay. I like seeing that. That was good guy gameplay. I'm not being biased. That was clean. He survived. He didn't have the meter, but he survived. Guerra is really worried about Higuchi's flash kicks. Great, but it's too far back. I have to remember that mention there. In a range where he can't combo off the thread. He got it, but he wasn't blocking properly. This guy also, of course. This guy also, he's not. He wants to be keeping that down charge. But he has to leave the down charge if he wants perfect parry. And hold back. So,
for being plus at certain distances.
Oh, blocking standing makes it no plus. I remember that. That's interesting. So that's why the high tiger shot becomes strong, because if you're blocking high on reaction to whatever what's his name Sagat is doing, then you get hit by the high tiger shots if you're trying to make the tiger in minus. That kill. Sonic Hurricane.
As good as that button is on its own, I feel like using it as a drive rush, as short as it is, a little questionable, right?
Ready. When you're minus on somebody drive rushes, it's harder to react. Which was on it. Burnout time. Ooh, he did the EX. Knowing that what's his name will want. Just keep on chipping. No need to even advance. Oh, he gave him space, unfortunately. Guerra wants to level 2 through that thing. Shimmy into the eye. I think there's so many varied timings. Don't drop this way, Pucci. No, keep it simple, bro. You would have killed before. You don't even have to super. You could have done boom into sweep and it would have still killed. Higuchi. Very clean. Zeta division is showing on.
I guess you could say it's like not fun to be on the receiving end.
Like this epic music.
Yeah. I do get impressed though. Like if I do get caught with it, I'm like, man, you got it like that? You got it. You deserve it.
It is one of the impressive execution things in this game, so gotta give you credit.
Yeah. When you put it that way, I want to discredit them, honestly. They're the ops, man. Okay. You can't.
Lights into heavy DP. That's what Jury does. So I can understand why he did it. Understand why he did it. I understand. He has to do the Jinrai, Sega's Jinrai. It's so, cause why won't you do lights into DP? That's the combo. Even people that had slow DPs in the previous games like Sakura, she had a slow DP, but she could still do light kick into it. You know? Got him in the corner. Throw loop is 18. Actually, don't even know whether Spider Sagat has it or not. He's still worried about Higuchi's wake up options. Back throw. Come out. Sounded like Captain Falcon there. Cheap City, baby. But the thing is, this guy has level 2. Boom. No pun intended. Which is locked in. Perfect.
The different speeds, the different ranges that Higuchi's been throwing them at. Not even Tiger Knee has been able to stop it, nor his own Tiger shots.
Here and then cutting him off in the pass with a counter hit confirm as well. Higuchi is really playing perfect right now, and again right there the upside down kick had the charge ready.
Oi! Guy flew.
Oh, you're right. Trying to combo into level 1.
Oh, just combo into level 1. Sorry, man. I hate when that happens, man. I mean, he's 2-0 now.
Just outside level 2 range.
Yeah. He has to just hold it. Nope, that's okay.
Oh, side switch. That animation is so cool. The way the camera angle. Oh, he finally did the flash kick. The flash kick that Pugera has been looking for since the beginning of the set. He needs to stall to build that meter back. If this guy wake up level 1. Oh, trade. It was too far. Yo, Higuchi knows the range. Backdash. He should have backdashed. The pressure is too much. Pressure is too much.
You even saw the little nod he did. He was like, yeah, I knew you was going to drive reversal away because the level 2 was going to take your drive meter either way.
Without backdash, like I said earlier, you know, to avoid. But Higuchi showed that he wasn't going to do immediate heavy punch. In fact, in that range, heavy punch you don't have reached. So if he backdashed out of there, at least have recovered some drive gauge and, you know. But of course, hindsight.
traded into
Waste
the
hindsight.
medium punch. I want to know
GG's.
what button Higuchi used to force the counter hit trade that caused that much of a pushback.
Yeah, that's a good point, right? That's something like a very
This game, the left lead doesn't matter as much at all.
certain buttons and the way they trade pushes the opponent back far enough to where they won't.
But if it was
their usual button in a combo,
actually, if it was F5, Saga might have actually died even earlier than that because
he'd been so consistently recognizing the ranges of all his options.
Higuchi would do the Sonic Blade into the normal boom to get. Well, he couldn't get 3 hits in F5. I never mind. It doesn't work. The analogy doesn't work. You can't make a direct comparison considering how many different supers they how many different hits they have with their fireball. Happy for the guy. He wanted to get a win for a while.
Higuchi with the double nod. He
He has a chance to get it.
And of course, our top 16 is in the books, and we'll be back to give you a preview of tomorrow. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, preview. I'm tired. I don't keep on to play. I've been streaming for 2 hours apparently. Nice thing is yesterday two videos I posted for that initial LCQ stream. People ended up watching it, like 50 views I think. It's cool. So even though I'm only getting 1 to 3 views now, people watch the VODs, which is good. Start somewhere. Thinking of uploading my Hollow Knight gameplay. This guy just reminded me of Bionic. Because I played it last year. Or was it beginning of this year? I played that game for like 200 hours. But I made sure to record most of it. A lot of it actually. So it's just there sitting in my hard drive. But the mic quality was so bad back then. I didn't have a proper mic, so hopefully you just enjoy the gameplay and ignore the bad mic quality. Because the gameplay is good. I'm a 2D fighting game player, so some skills do transfer. You can even play neutral in that game, so 2 minutes. I have to wait for 2 minutes, huh? I don't want to. Play some Street Fighter big music. Steam song. They bring it back. I'll be not glad. Right back.
Fortunately, I mean, I was a reject fan, but Tokido could not reject those DIs.
Wait, you said you was, so you're not anymore? All right. I know what you're about now.
Formerly-
I know what he's about now.
We call those glory hunters in the UK. I don't know if you.
I thought he had in the bag, which I got to give it to Goichi. He recognized the weakness of Tokido. He saw he wasn't reacting to the DIs, and that was a strategy that went on and on. In that matchup with Ken versus Chun-Li, you can't dictate the pace. Only she can really do that. And we saw that also in the Akuma match, which is still in Akuma's favor, but kind of got better on. But these Chun-Li players, Goichi in particular, it's just been cooking lately.
Bear in mind, right? I think Tokido turned into a charity case for like one game. He picked the JP, which like, I don't think he got a full combo in. So I don't know if there's a long-term plan with that, but not here. Just stick with the Ken. It's comfortable there. So
Yep. And then also when you talked about like Goichi winning, he said it was a dirty win because he had to rely on many drive impacts against Tokido. So I don't think he won Chun-Li versus Ken. He won Goichi versus Tokido because Tokido went on record saying that he's not good against DIs. And, you know, me and James, we were talking about it, how like Tokido has the reactions to whiff punish just like any other young player. But he's trained to block because of all the experience. He's not trained to just, oh, I see DI, I need to react to something besides block, because the wall splat is a new thing in Street Fighter history.
We've spoken about that, haven't we? Street Fighter 6 is a game in which reactions are just as important in any other fighting game, but proactive reactions are incredibly important, especially with the way the drive gauge mechanic works. Just blocking is actually a success route to failure. You know, you're guaranteed if your only defensive response is blocking it out, which is a skill in itself, and we've seen players like Takedo and Bonchan. Goichi is famous for it, of course, having tremendous abilities to block, but only blocking is your quickest route to failure in Street Fighter 6 because of the drive gauge system. Getting that muscle memory down to have a response akin to something else like a challenge, a counter DI, a perfect parry, getting out those level 1s or level 3s, depending on what the situation is as well if you're in burnout. Very, very difficult, as we see, for even the best players in the world to manage, and Takedo just couldn't manage there. We know Takedo's reactions are top tier, but maybe it was perhaps the pressure of the stage, the pressure of the crowd. That's something that maybe he doesn't often experience in an offline environment, the fan base there?
I think so. I think with Tokido's case, it's with Street Fighter 6, just bouncing off what you said. I think if you do too much of one thing for too long, it becomes painstakingly obvious. Block too long, I can open you up. Attack too long, there's a counter. Play neutral a bit too long, well, the other guy's going to go, wow, I'm going to be very offensive. But with Tokido, for me, I think his biggest issue was just the character for me. Not having that confidence in Ken. The competitive schedule was kind of pretty big for him because there was EVO, EWC.
I mean, we saw that with Rikichi as well, didn't we?
Very true.
The character.
So the Kens are in a little bit of a pickle there.
What Shoto officially confirmed.
Hold on.
Phenom's right?
I mean, he lost to the character. That's the greatest sales pitch of all time, by the way.
That's true.
You're right.
That's crazy.
A man that is no stranger to crushing keys. He already crushed
character. That's the greatest sales pitch of all time, by the way.
That's true.
You're right. That's crazy.
A man that is no stranger to crushing keys. He already crushed a bunch of keys a couple of weeks ago. Is Goichi. He moves on, of course, into the playoffs. And he secured that early on with the 2 wins. The first up to effectively close off the group. But it was very, very difficult. Justin, you said dirty wins, but they're all wins. They all count, don't they?
Even the last set with Goichi versus NL, he dropped the game-winning combo.
There was so many.
2-1, Goichi's in the lead. Then NL drops the game-winning combo, but was able to hold the parry against the level 3 mash super from Goichi was really good.
See, I'll tell you what's crazy about that, because Logan, you'll notice this as well, right? So you know in SF5 where you done the delayed jab, and if the screen freeze happened, your button wouldn't come out. They've actually changed that in this game. So when you do hit a button and they wake up super, it's not going to work. So I actually thought he committed to something, but he might have hesitated a little bit and then held the parry there. But it was a little bit spaghetti in that situation, but somehow he managed to draw it out to that last game.
Well, someone who was very, very impressive and has stepped up to the challenge, Higuchi in Group D, of course. It was a very tense first match against DCQ, though, wasn't it, Kola?
It was, and I really like the way that Higuchi has been playing this entire week. It's been a lot of confidence, which you have to have as Guile to control your opponent, but also there was a moment at the very end where we saw Higuchi press a button after plus frames after the drive rush that DCQ had done and took his turn and took his win from that exact moment. That shows to me that he is ready to be out here and get that money and get that prize. However, I feel like DCQ, if he would have switched earlier, maybe things would have been a little bit better. It makes sense to run JP against Guile. That makes sense on paper, but Higuchi's just so ready for that matchup. He's played a million JPs over in Japan.
I feel like the Guiles in the last year and a half have got that matchup like on Smash though.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's that, but Jammer said it right. You said it best. You can't just side character JP.
Yeah,
that's literally what DCQ
I firmly believe that. Like if you're gonna pick him for 1 or 2 matchups, I don't think it's going to work because it's like you're going to have this doubt where you have to switch to other character and then the movement might be better, the comfortability might be better. Because look, Kakuru's is our best example. He's dropped all other characters, gone back to JP, won Capcom Cup 11. There were no side characters. I think people should follow that route. You have to drop everyone else and pick him or put him down and focus on other characters.
It's very difficult to do, though, in this game, isn't it? It was tough for DCQ. 2 very, very close sets. Saw him go 3-2 Higuchi and 3-2 against Pugera, which set up that great last match that we're really looking forward to. We were hoping it would deliver, and unfortunately, Justin, it didn't really deliver anything of note other than a severe beatdown.
I blame Rob TV for that one.
Oh,
because he interviewed Pugera and hyping him up about Sagat. Like, thank you for picking the king. How can you get it so far? We're rooting for you, blah, blah, blah. And now that forced him, hey, man, that means I got to play Sagat. Like, I don't have all these other characters that could possibly do what. We just saw DCQ Bison go up 2 games against Higuchi after he went 0-2. And we know he has a great Bison as well.
One of the best in the business, to be honest. And honestly, I was one of those people saying, yo, maybe Sagat could do something out here. Maybe Sagat has something in this matchup. But we were talking this before. You were like, he can't get in with the fireballs. Once he loses the lead, it's damn near over. And we saw that continuously. It was like Pugera was hunting for a level 2, and he got Oki. But then after that, what does it matter? Once he goes back to
think
neutral,
he's thinking long term, to be honest with you. If you stick with Sagat the whole way, I think he's thinking a couple of months ahead. Otherwise, we would have seen the Bison early.
Well, he should have been thinking about tomorrow because it is playoff time here at the Esports World Cup. Let's take a look at the brackets that have now been filled, and Angry Bird can look forward to that matchup against Higuchi. That's a long-standing head-to-head. We've seen Angry Bird really innovate the matchup with Ken against Gala. Looking forward to seeing him go up against Higuchi, probably with his Akuma.
Angry Bird versus Higuchi.
How do we feel about
Haha, I like that. I like that. Mena versus Ending.
They have played before. I can't remember.
Ending Walker can definitely beat Mena, but the problem is.
Did they do that? It was Ryu versus Blanca at that point.
I think that was.
Problem is,
that's the one I remember.
Ending Walker looks.
We need to break this down.
Unfortunately.
Let's try and find out 1 or 2 strategies. But that could be a match of the day tomorrow. It could be.
Justin, what are you looking forward to tomorrow on those fixtures?
All right, I'm gonna tell you what I want to see.
Okay.
So the next set of quarter brackets.
Yeah.
You have Zen versus Goichi.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you have right
That's
on the bottom
aggressive
is
as that,
Zhao
man.
Hai. I need Zhao Hai and Goichi to win the first match, so they go to quarterfinals, so we could see the run back in Street Fighter 6 because the finalists.
Oh, be crazy.
Okay.
I want to see that a lot because I
Oh,
think
be
that is
crazy.
cinema right there.
Guys, I've got great news as well. It's
Finals in
first
both
to five
King
tomorrow.
of
Single
first to five.
elimination.
Good
There
stuff.
will be no arguments about the results. The
Yep,
best
no
player
arguments.
will win. How much have we been enjoying the longer sets as well? The adaptation, the way the strategy has changed. Justin,
Love it.
obviously, longer sets are something that you know, as a professional player, you're always a fan of. It's definitely shown out here that it's been really preferable for the entertainment and the expression of the skill of these players.
I love longer sets in general because you have two sets of players, right? You have like top players and then you have tournament players. Tournament players who thrives in 2 out of 3 settings, but first to 5, you can see the back and forth. You can see the adjustment. And we've already seen that in the first to 3 setting. So imagine we'll get a bounce back of first to 5, back and forth, back and forth. That's what I can't wait to see.
Jammers, what you particularly
Damn, there's no bounce back though. That Angry Bird versus Tachikawa from last year.
Because we've seen a lot of drive gauge mismanagement.
5-0,
thus
if
far,
I
so there's
remember
a little bit
correctly.
more time to breathe and
Now
do
more than
something.
Eddie's.
So I want to really see people's defense tested and how they're going to handle each other in burnout. Because you're not going to panic because there's less games, there's more. So it's like, all right, let me spend a round. Let me allow him to stun me. Let me look forward to the next round. It's like, okay, let's see if he does that next game. So there's actually more room for creative strategies to come in these first to 5 sets.
Cola tomorrow, playoffs. What are you looking forward to?
2 things. I want to see Lashar and Kawano, obviously. I want to see the rotation of characters that's presented because I've been hearing that Lashar might have issue with Akuma, but I also want to see what Xiao Hai does. What are you prepared
Lashar
to do,
versus
Xiao Hai,
Kawano.
when someone comes into your house,
That happened
opens
in
your fridge, takes out your money. What are you prepared to do to defend your title?
Is this my
Let me
arena?
find out.
Is it my arena?
Is it my arena? Ooh, it might be his.
Well, the action continues tomorrow. Same place, same time. The matches
What was I even saying?
will be here
Forgot to.
from 4:30 p.m.
Kawano versus Lashar. SFL, that was SFL Japan final. Where he just, I don't know what happened. It was such a shame. Very sad too. I was crying. But if he can play like the robot that he is.
Of Street Fighter 6 action. One player will be crowned as the Esports World Cup champion for Street Fighter 6. Will Xiao Hai do it again? Will Goichi do what has never been done before? Or will when one of these other 14 players take their place and claim their spot in history on that totem to be commemorated for all time? We'll find out tomorrow. We'll see you there. Thank you so much for joining us today. That is the end of day 3. One more day remains. We'll see you right here, 5 p.m. local time for the finals. Playoff day. Take care.
Logan. Thanks for anyone that tuned in. Looking forward to tomorrow. Thank God the first match is actually going to be Angry Bird versus Iguchi. So I pray he picks again. But maybe he wants that. I don't know. Whichever it is, I'm sure he'll play good. MENA meeting Angry Bird will actually be very nice. We'll get the run back of SFL US Grand Finals and EVO Grand Finals.